Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kusogrande Live. We are starting up our first match of the day. I am your host, Grey Googlich, and I'm joined here by our current GM, Shrambles.
Hello, everybody. Are we ready to Kuso this morning?
Yeah, there we go.
Exactly.
All right, so with that, what am I looking at here? Tell me what I'm looking at.
So we have here a Net Eurose game called Blitter Boy. Blitter Boy is a it's kind of an arcadey style game, and we'll see exactly what our objective is when we get into the game.
That sounds incredible and odd. So yeah, with that, I think we should probably just get on started then. So are our contestants ready? Everything good? We good? All right. So we'll do a countdown then. We're going to start up in 3, 2, 1, go!
So this is Blitter Boy. As I said, it's a Net Eurose game. They are actually playing for score. So they're not playing for level progression. They're playing for the highest score possible. And immediately shooting a baby, not what you want to do. Your goal is to actually collect those babies and bring them to the center. But if you do shoot them, yes, they will scream.
Oh, the noise, the sound. This is already looking incredible. So there's babies and ghosts.
There's babies, ghosts, there'll be UFOs at times, and pretty much that is the game. You can get power-ups like that, so Dizzy Bum has the rainbow gun. And it looks like the beast is collecting all the babies. This is the correct strategy if you're going for score, because that's going to be a baby combo score.
Baby combo. There we go.
And then after you collect all the babies, you need to clear all the ghosts, and then you'll move on to the next level.
All right, so essentially it's just going to be this kind of same process of going through, clearing, collecting babies, bringing them in, trying to get as high a score as possible.
Correct.
How long does this go?
So you have one life. Ooh, and the beast is learning that if you hold the... Yeah, it does say mission aborted. We won't reflect on that.
Alright, so it looks like both of them have lost this first round. So what happened?
So what happened there, when you can hold a button to basically run, but that actually drains your energy. So you need to kind of balance running as fast as you can and managing your HP. There is ways to get HP back.
Huh. All right, so as they're going on, now they're going to manage a resource on top of doing what they're doing. So it should be get things as quickly as possible and then most efficiently clear the stage.
Correct.
Okay.
And you only have one life, so you have to be very careful with how you manage things. And I think Tab had all of the babies, but then maybe accidentally shot one because your gun also... The babies are invulnerable, so you can shoot the babies as much as you want. They'll just cry. Do not recommend shooting babies.
Yeah, well, that is the official stance of Kusogrande Live. Don't shoot babies. Okay, so is this just a damage thing, or is this mostly...
I think this is another damage thing. So you will get a game over if you run out of HP, either by running into enemies or by draining your own health by running.
That is exceptional. So after they've gotten all the babies, after they've cleared all the ghosts, I'm assuming there's a place they have to exit?
Yeah, so they'll go back to the center. It actually says, like, as soon as you clear all the ghosts, down in, like, the bottom right, it will say, like, or I think the top right, it says, like, return to center or something.
Okay.
Because it says destroy enemies on Dizzy Bum's screen right now.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's good. As soon as we see that flip over, yeah, go to
teleporter.
Go to televator?
Televator, yeah. So they're in a mall technically. So it is a teleporter elevator that brings you to the next floor of the mall.
I mean, of course, that's what you do when you go to the mall. You fight ghosts and you collect babies. I mean, this is just,
Yeah, no,
this is economics 101 here.
We're in Minnesota. We're in Minneapolis. We're close to the Mall of America. This is exactly what the Mall of America looked like in the 90s.
I mean, I've seen photos. This is definitely 100% accurate.
And I live in Minneapolis, so you can trust me.
Oh, yeah, absolute trusted name in Minneapolis mall history.
Oh yeah, so Dizzy Bum is on level 2, I think understands the combo system, gets the babies, and so you can get even more of a multiplier. So you can see right next to their score, there's like a money bag with a ×1. As you collect the coins that the enemies drop, it does increase the score multiplier.
So I mean, at the end of it, so once you're done, you've lost your level. It's your life rather. It's gonna multiply that value and we'll get their final score.
No, actually, no. So when you collect a baby, that's what the multiplier is. So you see 100 times 1, it's going by that little coin bag.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, and we're taking a look right now. Dizzy Bum has the lead. We are playing for score, so if you just see at the top, currently the lead, but this is early on. They're still testing things out. The fruit gun, I think, is the best gun in the game.
So what makes the fruit gun special?
So the fruit gun, when you shoot an enemy, it drops a fruit. So it's, the thing with the fruit, you collect it, you actually get HP back.
Oh, so it's a heal essentially.
Essentially a heal, and like there's other items that heal, like the bottle. The bottle just makes the babies explode. It doesn't really do anything but makes a visual explosion on them. There's a lot of power-ups that I have no idea what they actually do.
Okay, so they are power-ups in the loosest possible sense.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, look at that animation.
The noises, yeah.
Like this sounds like some very generic, audio they collected from somewhere.
Yeah, it's your basic, like, I learned iMovie and I want to use every feature in it as possible.
Oh, yeah. You've got to. You got to showcase what it can do. In a way no one else can. With babies in a mall with ghosts. Yeah, so I'm assuming once they finish up, it'll record their score.
Yes, I think so. But I mean, we're gonna keep track of it.
Yeah.
Like, we can see when they get a game over. We can clearly see at the top.
Yeah.
And I think visually, this game is very clear about its goals. Like, it shows you how many babies are left at top with the pacifiers in the top right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything's clear. Dizzy Bum has got all the babies just crying on the televator.
I mean, that seems like not the best place to be, because you're gonna be touching those babies and you don't get your combo.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like the real power is getting all the babies and turn doing that.
Yeah, Fab's got, I think, all of them.
Oh yeah, and seems to be holding on. Still has a substantial amount of health and energy. And I mean, if you're taking out ghosts along the way, that's just less for you to clean up later.
I think you'd rather just bring them in.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay.
I think we're all sort of used to the idea at this point in gaming when you just hold down a button and run, there's really no consequence to it. But the idea of like having to, losing a bit of your stamina is,
Yeah, and that is a big combo. So Fab is going to be taking the lead with, they don't have a higher score at this point.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty substantial score at this point.
Oh, and that's going to be a game over for Dizzy Bum. High modern mark of 29,089. So Fab currently with the lead.
Yep. And it looks like Fab is just continuing on, and we've got a bit more to work with.
And that's going to be another level clear. So I played this game just to remind myself how it went. I wanted to see how far I could get. I got to level 18 before I decided I didn't want to keep playing this game.
That's a heroic level to go through. That's a lot of babies and malls and ghosts.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it didn't like weirdly end at level 10, because like Net Eurose games. So for the history of Net Eurose was a dev kit that Sony actually sent out to pretty much anybody who wanted one, and all of the games are just essentially made by people who just wanted to make games for the PlayStation. And there are countless hundreds of these Net Eurose games that were made. Some of them are possibly lost to time. And then this is one of them. And I think this is actually a really quality game.
Yeah, exactly. For what it is, I mean, it's clearly an independent developer making a thing based on assets they have and on stuff they know.
Yeah, and like, yeah, you can excuse like the Pac-Man ghosts. You can excuse kind of just like the weird baby noises. I mean, it is a game, and like you might see this like on itch like nowadays. Like this was like someone's fucking just the doors.
I'm gonna say the bouncing font gives me a lot of Amiga feels.
Yes.
Yeah, like all the text effects make me think Amiga. Everyone's seen that, like the Trolls game that was out there that was
yes.
originally an Amiga game, then ported to I can't remember what other consoles, but yeah.
Yeah, Fab's got a good combo going, has the line of babies. So the thing about collecting as many babies as possible, you're at risk of losing the line, because if any baby in the Congo line gets got, the whole chain is gone, and you have to recollect them.
Major risk-reward kind of situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the further we get into the game, the more the enemy spawns become ruthless, and it becomes very hard to actually get a Congo line chain.
So we're going to see this do pretty much the same thing we saw with our qualifier, where just as soon as they get a couple levels in, we're going to see a pretty hard shift in dynamics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, as I was saying, when I was playing up until 18, it was around like 8, 9, or 10 when, like, as soon as you kill an enemy, they almost respawn. And the babies just have this lovely habit of standing right at the spawn point of the enemies, because the enemies only spawn in the top, middle, like the top, left, right, and bottom. So those essentially like hallways is the only place the ghosts and the UFOs will come in.
Yeah, because I mean, ghosts are famous for only being able to use physical doorways.
Yes, yeah, that is very true.
This is absolutely incredible. So to give additional context too, if people aren't familiar with the idea of how dev kits worked in software development for consoles, most of them were horrendously expensive and hard to acquire. I mean, we're talking about early NES dev kits are difficult to find now, and during when they were a thing that was necessary, they were prohibitively expensive.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Like, if you get hit at the front of the Congo line, you lose your entire chain of babies.
Oh, that's not great. Yeah, I saw that happen on Disney Bum's side at one point. But it looks like they're already on the idea of maximizing everything they can, which is great.
Yeah, this is a giant game of patience and like knowing when to collect a baby. Fab's just chorus of screaming babies on Fab's screen.
Yes, the phrase knowing when to collect the baby from, protect it from ghosts. Definitely what I was expecting to hear this morning. Welcome to Kusogrande Live. So we're gonna have a lot of this where it's either that choice of, am I just gonna bang a couple babies early, or am I gonna go out of my way and try to get the whole chain? And I think early on it might behoove people to build up their multiplier a bit and focus on maybe some of the easier gets, and then work on getting some bigger combos later on.
Yeah, and a lot of it is experimentation, especially with score-based games. Like, what is the most efficient way for me to get points? So, like, as you can see, the ghosts do drop coins, and they range in value from like 1 point to 25 points. It's not necessarily going to be the fastest way to get points. We heard an O.
Oh, well, that's there's other people in the practice room. But yeah, I didn't realize until just now, looking at the bag of money up top, but that's filling in like a meter. So
yes,
I'm assuming when it hits that top is when we're going to see it tick over to a 2x multiplier.
Correct.
Ah, yeah, that's nice.
So Fab is very close to getting another multiplier.
And that's going to be absolutely huge.
Yeah, it'll make collecting babies even more worthwhile for the combo. But as you can see, like, the enemies are just continuously spawning. It's making it very hard to keep the combo going.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly difficult, it seems. And there's just, they're spawning in, 2 and 3 at a time now. And little UFO monsters.
And the babies have no self-preservation. They are just standing right where the enemies spawn.
Just, and immediately, like that. There's a collection and then immediately lost.
Yeah, and this is something we'll see more in the later levels. It's just like, the babies don't know what to do. They'll just go to, like, an opening and then just be like, this is where I'm gonna be. That's where enemies spawn, babies. Learn, babies.
Yeah, I mean, what's keeping these babies from learning things? I mean, all of us are expected to learn things.
And they don't even take damage. Like, baby, you could just walk to the teleporter yourself.
Exactly. Maybe get some signs to point the babies in the right direction.
There's arrows on the televator.
We need to get a guide rope for these babies so we can just get them all in a line. Wait, maybe our character needs like a leash or something. Baby leashes.
Just baby leashes. I don't think baby leashes were like that big in the 90s when this was made, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think people were super excited about the idea of leashing their children in public, which unfortunately has changed.
Yeah, Fab's got 2 babies just on the enemy spawn points.
Oh yeah, so getting those babies out is going to be incredibly difficult. Oh yeah, so we just saw the POW animation, that explosion, and it seems like that did absolutely nothing.
Correct. There's some power-ups that just I don't think do anything.
They're just there.
They're just visual fun. But Fab does have the ×2 multiplier, so if he's able to get a chain, we'll get more points for a combo.
Oh, what's this? Looks like there's a circle of. Oh, it's like a shield.
Yes.
Like Fab's
yeah.
match.
So there are random drops like that throughout the levels. We haven't seen, I think, all of the power-ups yet, because some of them increase your range. But the weird thing is, like, if you collect like a range power-up, it resets every level.
Oh.
So it's just like some of these power-ups just don't seem worth it. Like this rainbow gun that Fab has, like you're gonna lose it as soon as you get to the next level.
So it's not worth it to go out of your way to get them if you don't need them, but if you find them, they're good to have.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, this is gonna be a big combo for Dizzy Bum.
Oh, look at that, yeah. And Dizzy Bum is several levels behind at this point because of the restart.
But has a good score for being behind. Like, that's a nice score to have.
It's the hard maximizing thing, yeah. I mean, figuring out exactly what you need to do with the ghosts themselves. I'm assuming with the right combination of things, you could farm ghosts effectively.
Yes, but like again, it's not really gonna net you that many points.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can imagine doing is being good for multiplier, but multiplier builds so slowly that that's a calculated risk, and then you're putting all of your eggs in the I got a high multiplier basket.
Yeah, and you're just hoping that you don't. Unfortunately, Dizzy Bum gets a game over.
Unable to clear all the ghosts.
Oh, but this is going to be a good combo for Thab. Look at that. Up to 10,000 baby points.
Oh, yeah. So 6677 for the current high score on Dizzy Bum's side. And yeah, looks like we can just check the scoreboard then at the end, as long as there isn't a reset. We'll definitely keep writing down the scores, but
yeah, because you need to, I think, get at least 6,000 to get the high score. So
yeah, I think Thab has got enough to be there.
But yeah, Thab's playing it very methodically. Like, is not really using the run button at all.
It's very much a discretion is key with this, because I mean, especially that energy loss. If you can preserve as much energy as possible, it's probably the right move.
Yeah, and as we get into these later levels, these ghosts are just going to spawn endlessly.
Oh yeah.
Like, it gets to a point where just like you can't even imagine getting 2 babies in a Congo line, let alone even 1.
And that multiplier is going to be super useful at that point.
And that is going to be another level clear. Thab is really doing a good job with this game.
That animation gets me every time. Healing away animation. And a creaky door for that is even better.
Especially like, because, you know, when you go to a mall, you love opening a creaky door to go into your Abercrombie and Fitch.
Exactly. I mean, if this is anything, this is another thing on theme, what with the qualifier being a dream shopper. Just, you know, the whole,
If anything, I love following a theme.
Oh, yeah, it's great. We're saving babies, we're killing ghosts, we're shopping, doing all those things. And I don't know why these ghosts hate these babies so much. I don't know what they did. Is there like a backstory where the babies did something? I mean, like that's.
I mean, I think there's some like mythology that babies can actually see like ethereal things, but because they can't communicate, there's nothing for them to talk about, which is why they're screaming all the time, because they're always seeing ghosts.
Oh, the babies are screaming. That's upsetting the ghosts. Then the UFOs are just kind of there hanging out. They just showed up. It's fine. Totally fine.
I mean, anybody with a baby in the crowd can probably like attest, like they can see ghosts.
I mean, you see them react to things you can't see. It's true. I don't have a baby, but I have seen babies.
No, I was a baby before, so I do have some experience.
You were a baby?
Once.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the things we learn about our friends.
I know, right? It's just every day learning new things. Yeah, so we're doing. It seems like Thab is really kind of just dialed into on what to do.
Yeah.
This is absolutely excellent. And so I'm assuming with the fruit gun, the only drawback is the not getting coins.
Correct. So like you're sacrificing getting coins and multiplier for health, but at some point, like health is very important because you only have 1 life.
Yeah. Extreme longevity is way more important than a temporary early permanent early multiplier.
He's doing a great job bobbing and weaving through these ghosts, getting them, has full HP, moving on to the next level, and already has a ×3 multiplier.
Now this is looking really good. That was definitely pulling a bit ahead at this point. But it's still anyone's game. It's still very early on. We still have approximately 30 minutes left in the run at this point.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's plenty of time. Like, if Dizzy gets like a great combo, could easily catch up, especially if we can get that multiplier up higher.
Oh yeah, and that's going to be the key to this. I mean, we see early on the chaining is possible, but since it does fall off, it just seems way more important to make sure you build that combo early.
Yeah, so Fab's going for it. Fab is trying to get a 5-baby combo.
This is bold. This is a bold move.
Yeah, oh, it's gonna lose the chain.
But they're all still there. It looks like they could be claimed. So I'm assuming the babies can't be crying when you go to pick them up.
Correct. So if the baby is crying, you cannot collect them.
Oh, Fab is burning through some energy to do that. That is, oh.
Oh, and the UFO hits the baby, breaks the chain.
Oh, this is looking real bad, real hairy. Let's see where it goes.
Oh, is it a sliver of life?
Oh. Just a tiny amount of health. We do in fact have 30 minutes remaining in the match, so it's still anyone's game.
It's so close.
Fab is just right on the cusp of losing that life.
And I do think like the ghosts do have their own AI. Like some of them will target the baby, some of them will head directly towards you. Oh, and gets a burger drop. Fab is gonna be fine.
Full recovery. There we go. That is a really good get.
Yeah. So remember, if you're feeling ill on the brink of death, just eat a burger.
I mean, we've all seen it, right? People, that's what hospitals do. They just make burgers.
The U.S. healthcare system in action.
Oh no! Oh, it's unfortunately so true. We can't help you, but we can't give you a burger. Maybe that'll lift your spirits.
All right. Yeah, Fab getting a lucky drop. I think he's just trying to get out of this level.
Yeah, it seems like at this point, there's less swag and more, I just need to finish this stage.
Yeah, but like it's only going to get more oppressive. Like the enemies are only going to spawn faster and faster the later levels you get. So you want to try to farm as much points as possible early on.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It seems like this is going to get completely unmanageable. And probably by design. I mean, it's the same thing with the quarter reader arcade games of the 80s.
Yeah, this is very much like in that style. Like it's going to get to a point where it's almost going to be impossible to collect even one baby safely.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a struggle the entire way through, and that's what that multiplier is actually gonna matter to a great extent.
Okay.
Yeah, Fab is still just struggling to get any of the babies.
Yeah, because they just surround you, and like the game does say you can strafe, but it doesn't work.
There's instructions for strafing.
Yeah, so you hold R2 to strafe, and it doesn't work.
Oh, I just realized there are mines out on the stage, too.
Yeah, so the UFOs will drop down and drop mines.
Oh, okay.
And the thing about the UFOs is that you can't actually shoot them with your normal gun.
Oh.
You can jump in this game, which is, this is a video game. You need to be able to jump.
Oh, of course.
If you can't jump in a video game, it's not a video game. Sorry, Tetris.
I mean, this is also the era where Dev's trying to figure out what to do with all those face buttons. Face buttons, shoulder buttons. So many.
That is going to be a level clear for both of our players. And, Dizzy Bum actually has a pretty good score for only having a ×1 multiplier. I think Dizzy Bum has a good chance of catching up if he's able to get a great combo in these upcoming levels.
Are we able to see what round they're on, or is it just...
Yeah, so they're level 8 for the Beast and level 5 for Dizzy Bum. Yeah,
and Dizzy has a good chance to catch up. I mean, we've seen a lot of
oh, we're gonna get a 3 combo at the beginning. Yes, so that Beast is going to cash in those 3.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be huge. It's a real big combo.
I think the Beast is realizing like these levels are going to just spawn enemies infinitely. So if I can get any combo at the beginning, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, if there's an opportunity, it's best to just take that immediately.
Yeah, collecting the rainbow gun. Dizzy on the other side. Trying to manage these ghosts. There's not as many to deal with in these earlier levels. Also has the fruit gun. He's gonna get some HP back. Oh, but gets a burger. Remember, burger heals more than fruit.
Yeah, I mean, burgers are just a straight full heal, right?
They are a straight full heal.
That's a huge thing in a game where energy is such a resource. It's not not a thing you can avoid filling back up if given the opportunity. Yeah, you can see there's like no opportunity to move those babies because they're just there. They're getting hit constantly.
So like the trick here to get a baby out from one of those areas is you actually just need to let the enemies come through. Because I think all the enemies have a respawn point that is from where they spawn.
Oh, okay.
So if you kill an enemy that's coming from the north, it's just going to respawn from the north.
Oh, okay. So they'll go back to their initial spawning point and respawn there rather than from any point.
So eventually you just get into a loop of just killing the ghosts and they just come back and like, the baby can't move because it keeps getting spawn camped.
That is, yeah. They're going to figure out a way to get around that, and it's going to have to be like letting them sit for a while or just meandering somewhere else for a minute so the baby can get out of the corner.
And that's going to be another baby drop for Fab. It's going to be possibly moving on to another level.
That is, this is deeply impressive for this run. I mean, once it's figured out, it seems like it's pretty reliable and stable to get through.
Yeah, it's all just depending, and that's going to be a ×4 multiplier. So if Fab's able to get to the next level and gets any kind of combo, it's just going to keep ramping up and up.
Oh yeah. Hopefully we'll see a bit more of a ramp in the enemy build.
Yeah, so like we're gonna get to level 10, and like if you're not collecting those babies immediately, the enemies are just gonna overwhelm that level, and it's gonna take such a long time for you to be able to like clear them out and deposit one baby.
Oh yeah,
and so yeah, here we go, level 9. The babies immediately run into the ghost and start screaming.
I mean, I'm assuming the noise that you're hearing over the actual recording of this is going to be pretty awful. I mean, we can kind of hear it in the background. We've got a little bit of distance on our side, which is kind of beneficial for us. But yeah, that baby howling is just something.
I think those are the ghosts, and then like the babies have their own scream. But it's like, yeah, this is a game that has noises.
They definitely had access to some audio library somewhere. I'm assuming this game dev kit included some assets.
Yeah, I believe it did. So the Net Eurose had like some assets. So if you like look at some of the other demos that are made, you'll see a lot of similar assets. Like,
okay.
I think the most likely demo of a game would be like a shmup. So you see a lot of like shmups in the Net Eurose like demo library because I think there's just a lot of easier tools and just like. A lot of people's first like game they make ends up being a shmup.
Well, they're easy to implement. You can make them go in infinite length, and that's why a lot of the games you see on a lot of the Action 52 games are shmups.
Yeah.
Not great shmups, obviously. I think there's like 7 or 8 of them are just shmups. Different flavors of the same game, but yeah, it's easy to implement because you can make it go on forever effectively. But yeah, this is a different take on it. I like the idea. It's got ambition. It's a little weird. It's very weird.
Yeah, but I think if they had more enemy variety, maybe give you a little bit more upgrades.
Maybe make the baby bottle do something like screen clear.
Or something like, yeah, because there's a lot of these power-ups that just don't seemingly do anything. They probably do something, but the game isn't really clear enough. Because like you can collect another item that makes you explode in the same kind of like animation that the bottle does, but doesn't really seem to do anything. Oh, and that's going to be a game over for Dizzy Bum.
9-8-4-2. There we go.
It's a good score, but just if Thab doesn't game over, it's going to be very hard to catch up at this point.
Yeah. It's really, it looks like it's going to be hard to kind of catch up. I mean, Thab had one very close call.
How did he get out of that? Just like shooting in every direction.
Yeah, extremely convenient burger placement is the only reason that this run is still going.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate thing. I know we try to avoid some RNG aspects in some games for Kusogrande, but it's just unfortunate sometimes. But
unavoidable times.
Fortunate for the player, unfortunate for the opponent.
Yep.
But fortunate for us because we get to see even deeper into this game, and just Thab is showing why these enemies are just spawning and just not despawning.
I love that they've chosen to use one icon for all of the guns and give them clear labels, and and then they haven't done anything like that for the power-ups. It's just, here's the thing. No idea, no explanation, no guides. Yeah.
All right, so I think Fab's gonna get this. Oh, shoots the baby on accident.
The accidental baby shooting, it happens just far too often in malls across the U.S.
Oh yeah, because now the enemies are just gonna be spawning around that baby. Fab has no chance of getting that baby anytime soon.
Yeah, that baby's in there and not. Oh, got a little bit of distance.
The rainbow gun doing its work.
And this is the thing where, I mean, you might be able to do the thing with just absolutely hammering away.
Oh, does the dash.
Excellent.
Good timing on the dash. We'll be moving on to the next level.
And now it's just a matter of using the rainbow. So it only decrements when they do the dash, right? Or is it
Yes.
constantly decrementing out? Okay, so it's just the dash.
It's just the dash that causes the HP to drain, as well as, like, you know, if you run into an enemy at all.
Oh yeah. So yeah, obviously they've learned now, just don't constantly run. It's really the big lesson there.
Yeah, it's again a risk-reward situation where, like, you want to run to possibly preserve a baby chain to get you a good amount of points.
Or in the case of like what that just did with pulling a baby directly out of danger. So it's sparing usage, yeah. Definitely. All right, so we're on to Fab's on to level 10. That is deeply impressive. We've seen has the floor been changing every time? I haven't really noticed, but I've noticed
The floor has been changing color every time.
Okay, just cycling.
Just to give you some visual difference. Yeah, and then just collecting 3 babies. Could have possibly gotten 4, but Fab is actually just going to play it safe.
Yep.
And with each baby now being a ×4 multiplier, it's going to start racking up a lot of points.
Oh yeah. Kind of hit that point now where it's the multipliers are going to be incredibly huge for chains, but individuals are still going to be good. We're talking 400 points a baby. All them baby points. So we're talking about that. I think the max point value we've seen on a baby for 6 is 500 on the side.
Yeah, so you would get like a. It might be 600. I don't know if we've seen like a 6 chain.
If it's 100 per baby, that would make sense. Yeah. So if we see 600 times 4, that's 2,400 points just for one full chain of babies, and that's just at the end. Obviously, you get all the steps in between.
And Fab is actually getting close for a ×5 multiplier.
Ooh, it's gonna be good.
So that's, I think, the thing with this game. Like, the deeper you get into it, the more likely you're going to be collecting these coins to be getting that multiplier even higher.
Oh yeah. And it's just the longer it seems to compound pretty heavily. So really, it's just a matter of perseverance more than anything else.
Oh yeah, and I think Dizzy Bum is realizing that you know, he probably feels behind, so he's going to be trying to go a little bit quicker. So unfortunately, gets another game over.
Yeah, it just seems like this is I'm not gonna say that Fab's gonna crack the formula for it, but it's really just...
Yes, the baby formula has been cracked.
The baby formula's been cracked. Love it. So, at this point, yeah, we're going to see, hopefully, more and more spawning. I'm assuming the ghosts are just going to get faster and faster.
Yeah, the ghosts just spawn at an incredibly fast rate. It makes it so, like, again, the best course of action at the beginning of a level when you spawn in now is to just see how fast you can collect any babies before it just gets overwhelming. And all 3 babies are just at the bottom for Fab, and they are...
Oh, they're just absolutely enshrouded in ghosts. So, do we know anything about the developer of this game, or is this just, it exists?
I was going to look it up, but then I chose to sleep instead.
That is fair. That is a good choice. Sleep is good, everybody.
Yeah, you know, when you're given a choice between knowledge and sleep, I'm going to pick sleep every time.
Yeah. I feel like I've made that choice incorrectly very recently.
But yeah, as we can see, Fab, like, these ghosts are just continuously spawning. So again, the play at this point is honestly to just kind of bait the ghosts into a corner, and then hopefully the babies are not in the other side, like, are on the other side, so you can collect them. So, like, Fab's got 3 babies, could possibly get a 3 chain, but these enemies are spread so far out. This is why Man, you really wish that strafe button actually worked in this game.
Oh yeah, we give you so many more options. You can just strafe across, clear a path, and run through, but...
We included a strafe control as a joke.
Yeah, having an allusion to a strafe control and not having it is mean and funny. It's most likely that the dev just couldn't figure out how to make it work and then never updated the instructions. We've seen that in a couple of games. I mean, that's a staple of Kuso game development. Features that don't exist.
Features that are just incorrect.
Oh yeah. When devs are wrong about their own game, that shows a level of attention to detail that is just non-existent. So like the baby being on, I think like you see the baby on top of the televator.
Just use the televator, baby.
Just crawl in, just push the button. What's wrong with you? Why don't you just push the button? I mean, I'm assuming that big center disc is a button.
I think I mean, like, if it's a teleporter, you just step on it and just probably just go.
Yeah, I don't know what these babies are thinking.
Okay, Thab, running around the long way, has an opening. Is he going to be able to... Oh, shoots the baby on accident.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And the ghosts are piling on. They see the mistake, and they're like, this baby is mine.
There's just a flurry of ghosts. Ghosts and UFOs, and now, like, getting past this is going to be incredibly difficult. And it feels like this is where they expected the conclusion to be.
Yeah, and this is what it's going to be like for every level now for Thab.
Without a rainbow gun and the ability to kind of just push through things, like, yeah, the fruit's good for getting health back, but like the rainbow gun having that sort of ability to penetrate enemies.
Yeah, it pierces, it can hit the flying guys. Because again, the UFOs can only be hit if you jump. But the rainbow gun makes it so you don't need to jump to hit the UFOs.
It's fantastic. It makes it a lot easier. It seems like they had some ideas for enemies, but just really failed on making that variety a thing. I mean, I would have imagined something like maybe using different color ghosts to do different things, because the AI for the ghosts seems pretty similar.
So some of them do have, I think, different AI. I think the blue ghosts just kind of wander randomly. The tan ghosts will actually, I think, target you and are a little bit faster.
We have 14 minutes left in this round, so if we're going to see some moves, now's the time.
Yeah.
And at this point, Thab is just still continuing that first life. That's a very strong run.
I think had a few game overs at the beginning, just kind of testing the controls, but like as soon as he kind of locked in on how this game is going to get played, has not really let up an inch.
Oh yeah, sorry, I meant first real attempt, not first life. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's once they started like attempts in earnest to just keep going.
Yeah, because anytime you have like a high score attempt, like your most important aspect is staying alive.
Longevity, always a thing. 'Cause, I mean, you're gonna lose that score the moment you lose that life.
Yeah, especially with this game only having one life, it makes every choice just that much important.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Thab getting a beneficial fruit drop.
Oh yeah, there we go. That fruit drop is gonna be the difference there. I mean, leaving with nearly full health.
Yeah, so now we're just gonna see how far can Thab actually get.
Gonna see how this all plays. I mean, honestly, this is gonna just get more and more absurd as we go.
Dizzy Bum having a time collecting all these babies, getting a good combo here. I think that's a 6 chain.
Oh yeah, doing what you're expected to do with this. So it's 600 for a 6 chain. It's 100 points for every baby in the line. So it's 100 plus 200 plus 300 so on and so forth. So I forget what that's called when it's that kind of sequence.
Math.
Math. Yeah.
As a rule, I never do math on stream. It always ends up poorly because someone is always better at math than me.
I've been told that doing math on stream is illegal. I don't tend to follow those rules. I'm a renegade, but yeah, I can completely understand.
I have been arrested for doing math on stream.
It's a shame to see, but you know, we all know the rules.
My punishment was being a Kusogrande GM.
Well, now you all know how it happens. Doing math on stream is how you get up here. That's great. Yeah, so more of that Rainbow Death Beam, that whole the penetration ability of that is great.
It lets you clear ghosts really well.
Oh yeah.
And so like if you have a moment to just like collect a baby, you just spray that rainbow stream.
So do power-ups persist if they just sit up there, or do they eventually go away?
They will eventually go away. So all the things that drop have like a little bit of a timer. So as you can see, the rainbow death on tab screen is blinking. It is gone. I don't know how long they last, but they don't last for typically a long time. So yeah, so Dizzy Bum just collected a can of beans and exploded. Which is typically what happens when you collect a can of beans.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it didn't really do anything.
So there's a lot of half-implemented things within this. There's a lot of the dev not knowing what they want to do with it, where they want to go with it.
I mean, it probably does something, but again, the game doesn't explain what it does.
I'm also going to say that 7th digit's probably a little ambitious for a score.
It's possible. I mean, I don't know how long this game goes. Again, I got to 18 and decided to tap out because it was just not worth it.
Oh, yeah.
And I figured if a player gets to 18 in my testing of this, more power to them.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. If they can make it work, yeah. I mean, we might actually see, I don't know if we're going to get to 18. We're definitely hitting the sunset of this particular match, but we're, yeah.
I will say, Dizzy Bum is doing a great job of getting the 6 combo on these early levels.
Oh yeah, absolutely maximizing score.
So the fact that like they're this high this early, like if they actually manage to keep doing that, if they just get that combo meter up to maybe times 2 or 3, I mean there is a slight chance that they could come back, but there might not just be enough time for that to work.
Yeah, and this is a situation where you might want to like acquire the Rainbow Beam and then just keep some babies around, farm some mobs to get your multiplier up, and then take those early large 6 chains and get a bunch of points that way. It's a possibility, but it's also one of those things where at this point it might just be a little bit too late to catch
Yeah,
up.
and it's hard to make that judgment call in the middle of a race. It's one of those things where it's like you have to make this decision now or it's just not going to happen.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a large gamble at that point, because if you make the wrong call and you farm up and then you don't get enough chains, yeah.
I've definitely seen some like score competition games where you can just farm infinite points in the first level.
Oh yeah.
If like an enemy just constantly respawns. We had a competition on a different channel where we played My Hero for the Sega Master System. And enemies constantly respawn in that game, and one person just low-kicked one enemy for 20 minutes to get the highest score possible.
Well, we had a very similar thing with the qualifier for AGDQ 2026. We had someone figure out a way to use kissing strats and drelbs to continue getting points on the first stage. It was one of those things where it wasn't a ton of points, so while it was technically a valid strategy that could go on forever, it wasn't worth it. It was just delaying the inevitable, but at the same time, it was one of those infinite strats where it could just theoretically go on.
Yeah, and especially like if you know like you're running out of time and like you only have like 3 minutes left and you know you can get consistent points this way. It's something to think about, especially in a high score competition.
Oh, absolutely. But in the situation with like the qualifiers, it was just go until you lose or until you clear it. So really, it was one of those things where we eventually had to kind of call the time on that because you don't want to have someone who's sitting there for 25 minutes while everyone else is taking 2 and 3.
Congrats, you found the infinite. You're moving on.
Exactly. And then from that point on, strategy banned.
But yeah, 41,000 points for Fab. In the destroy enemy phase, it's going to be moving on to the next level. Because as soon as you get to the destroy enemy phases, they stop spawning. So as soon as you can clear out like that giant wave, it becomes a lot easier to move on. So that's going to be another Televator. Is moving on, has a lot of health. Fab has just been really jiving with this game.
Oh yeah. Maybe we'll see a high scoreboard go up with us.
I think our players are enjoying this. This is a silly, weird game that I think is actually kind of fun. A little repetitious, but that's kind of the nature of arcade games at times.
Oh yeah, and this is definitely modeled after that sort of arcade style game where it's do the same thing, do it better, do it harder, do it faster, that kind of thing, yeah.
Oh, are we going to get a good combo here? There's going to be a 3 combo for Thab with a ×6 multiplier.
That is huge. We're talking a bunch of...
Is Thab going to hit the 50,000 points before time?
We shall see. Again, we're sort of the dying light of this particular match. We've got, what, 3 more matches today? Should be a lot of fun.
A lot more Kusogrande action, as well as tomorrow and Friday.
Oh yeah, we still got plenty of matches.
Yeah, because if you think this game is good, don't worry. There's going to be even more mall baby action. There's more mall games. There's more baby games.
We're gonna have to keep the shopping theme alive. I mean, one of the themes one year was fraud. This year it's gonna be shopping. Yep. So ideally, you can just see how completely unmanageable it's getting at this point on that screen.
Yeah, 2 babies. And now just the enemies are going to be spawning. You need to like figure out a way to draw these. There is a power-up that spawns a clone of you. That's like a hologram, and like the enemies kind of get baited towards that hologram.
Oh, okay, it kind of pulls them away. Yeah, I think I've seen that a couple times.
So that is like a very good item to find. Hopefully spawn in.
Hopefully so, yeah. Okay, we're getting some more dashing out of Thab, trying to get that baby out of it. Nope, it's right back in the corner.
Yeah, like again, like it's really rough to go by those openings where the enemies spawn because it's just like there's nothing you can do.
Apparently, these ghosts put baby in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
So we're, I think that's, well, there's only 2 left for Thab at this point. It's just a matter of getting those babies in there.
Yeah, and that baby is on the spawn point. You're not getting that baby anytime soon.
Yeah, that's, looks like it's, yep, and it's crying.
Walk directly into a ghost.
Just, yeah, I mean, what, these babies just don't learn. Is it the same set of babies each time?
I think it is.
Oh, so they're just refusing to learn. You'd think after the first couple times they'd start like picking up. Oh, I should probably get away from the ghost. No, they're just gonna keep refusing to learn like babies do.
I mean, at this point, like Thab's on like level 12, so 6 babies, 12 levels. It's either the same 6 babies or we're looking at 72 different babies getting lost in the mall.
Well, we have about 4 minutes left in this match, so yeah, big moves are definitely needed. I think we're kind of at the point where unless Thab takes a death, there's not going to be much that can be done.
Or if Dizzy Bum finds some like wrong warp that gives him like 40,000 points.
Yeah, unless there's some kind of thing that really helps it catch up. But I think we're kind of hitting the crescendo of this.
Yeah, Dizzy Bomb though has actually got the highest score that he's had at this point.
Oh yeah.
I mean, has kind of learned how to play this game. Has been balancing his health a lot better.
This is the level of efficiency.
Has a chance to get a 4 combo here if he can get this chain. Oh, but all the enemies are surrounding him.
It's just an absolute mess of enemies.
You can hear now Dizzy Bum's just shooting a baby because, you know, you've made me mad. Get out of these ghosts. I'm shooting you. The ghosts aren't the only thing you need to worry about.
Oh yeah. The inevitable turn of the robot. Robot? Be a robot?
I think you're just a guy in like a
power suit.
Power suit, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we're just dude with power suit doing stuff like you do. Oh, that's another baby banked for Dizzy Bum. Baby banking and mall shooting. It's yeah, the shooting ghosts in malls. Nobody likes that.
7 times multiplier for Thab. Just like immediately tries to grab the baby, but no, there are 7 ghosts on top of him.
So many ghosts. So many ghosts. It is just an absolute swarm.
It's amazing how well Thab has been like balancing, like getting out of dodge and not even taking any damage really.
Oh yeah.
When these ghosts just surround him.
It's incredible, it really is. And also, I mean, you think about the fact there's so many more ghosts, that's gonna mean your multiplier builds a lot faster in later stages. Thab taking the chance to run.
Going the long way.
Well, this might be it.
Gonna take the walk.
Oh,
Clearing
and there's a bank.
the televator gets the 700 points for that baby.
One more baby in the bank. So just one more baby for this stage. Let's see if we can get clear on this stage.
Has to get out. There's a burger drop. Yeah, immediately goes for it. Knows the power of burger.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is clearly one of the most important.
Also knows the power of the rainbow gun. The baby just stepped on the mine.
Oh, this baby's thinking.
None of these babies have any self-preservation.
I know, right? Like
And he was going for the second mine.
he just sees sparkly and suddenly wants to go for the. These babies refusing to learn. I can't believe it's not intentional at this point.
Oh, and that's going to be a game over. 15,000 points for Dizzy Bum. Probably is not going to be able to get that point threshold again.
Well, yep. I think we've kind of hit the point. Let's see if that can get this last baby clear, or if this is going to be the end of it.
Where is that baby? Where is that baby?
That baby's
it's right there.
Buried under so many ghosts. So many ghosts. With that, that's gonna be time. All right, let's get a round of applause for our competitors. All right, so yeah.
And with that, 47,000 points for Thab is going to be taking the victory today. Amazing showing, Dizzy Bum with a high mark of 15,000. Still very good. So congratulations to our players for surviving a mall with babies and ghosts.
The real question is, what did we learn here?
We learned that babies have no self-preservation. If they see a mine, they will go to it. And if they see a ghost, you'll never know because babies can't talk.
These are all true facts. All right, so yeah, we're gonna be setting up for our next match then. Thank you all for hanging out and watching.
And we have 3 more matches, so get ready and have some fun.
Hello, welcome to Kusogrande Live for the second match of the day. I am not Electa, I am going to be the GM here, and with me co-commentating I have
Shrambles, you may recognize me from the previous Kusogrande Live match.
Yeah, so we've got a special piece of Steam Jank again. I brought another one after yesterday. This one is called Jamping Fish, and let's get right into it.
I am afraid of what I'm about to see here.
Oh, it'll be interesting. Yeah, so let's get into it. Players, if you want to click new game, go ahead and we'll start the timer as soon as you start. Okay, so Jamping Fish. This is basically Only Up before Only Up. This was 2022. Only Up came out in 2023. But this is basically Only Up, but you're a fish, and the only thing you can do is flop around. You have to jump to move at all.
All right, so this is just going to be a giant game of repositioning yourself so you can make good jumps. And I'm assuming, like, depending on the angle that you jump, Author Blue's missing the plate jump onto the platform, while Pufferfish King onto the door. You'd think that Pufferfish King might have an advantage for being a fish, but we will see.
Yeah. So there are leaderboards for this game in the game. It has time leaderboards. The fastest time seems to be 10 minutes. They're not doing it in 10 minutes.
Is that my car? What is my car doing here?
What is it doing floating? Why do you have a flying car?
This is Minnesota. We have a lot of things that we don't let the outside states know that we have. Because then more people would come here, and we don't like that. We're passive-aggressive here, and we're strongly passive-aggressive.
Wait, are we all supposed to leave now?
Well, anyway, so how are we marking progress? Is there just one level, or is there going to be multiple levels?
There is just one level. It's really just who gets the furthest as far as these platforms. There's not much in the way of variety of the path you can go. So it's just whoever gets gets the highest. And obviously, if someone's on the same, if two of them are on the same platform at the get like the same high point, we'll just go by who got there first. But
All right, no, so now we have like angled chairs. Author Blue's falling down, so Author Blue's high mark is going to be that third chair.
and as they get to the checkpoints, we will also that will also help a little bit.
Okay, so there are
because-
checkpoints. Okay.
Yes, at the top there are 4 flag icons. Those are the 4 checkpoints. To my knowledge, you can't really get around the checkpoints. I guess they could skip activating them somehow, but that would be a mistake. So I hope they don't do that.
Well, we will find out if mistakes will be made. Oh, Pufferfish King trying to go with the car launch. Unfortunately, misses the jump.
Yeah.
This music is like way too like calm.
The music is very chill for this. It just doesn't fit. I don't know what would fit, but this doesn't.
Yeah, it feels like you should rather be playing this game in dead silence.
Or like circus music or something. I felt like circus music.
I feel
would
like
work.
circus music doesn't even fit in the circus.
Yeah, just something though, like chaotic and silly. Like I don't know. Just noise, just pure noise.
Okay, so both of our players. Oh, Author Blues misses the jump. I feel like.
That.
Oh,
That.
Author Blues. All right, yes, climb that wall. I really hope this works.
I don't think it does. Got close to getting up to that.
Honestly, worth
area.
trying. Let's try it again. Oh, big jump.
What? You could do this? If all the blues just gets to the end like this, I'd.
I mean, so is this like a Unity game? Is this a Unreal
I
Engine game?
believe it is Unity, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have a lot of these bad Steam games, and keeping track of which ones are in which engine is very difficult. I think this is Unity, if I remember correctly. This... I don't even... This game is
Wait.
something special. Now, one thing with the play jump is actually a very difficult jump because you kind of jump with your camera angle, and the plate kind of just it does a little bit of weird stuff because your camera doesn't quite keep up with you, but it doesn't quite keep perfectly straight. I don't know how to describe it. It's just the plate jump is one of like.
Well, it's a moving object that
Yeah.
isn't. I think it's also trying to preserve the momentum as the object is moving.
So I don't want to say it does because it kind of feels like it does, but it also kind of feels like it doesn't fully. So it might like preserve like a fraction of it or something. I don't know how that would work, but
Okay, Pufferfish King is going to be on the
Back on
third
the
chair,
chair.
possibly. Oh, big jump. Oh, almost gets to it.
almost gets to it.
And then it just rudely tells you checkpoint not reached. What?
I think that's they are hitting the button to respawn at the checkpoint, and you can't do it.
Yeah, obviously you haven't reached it, but still, cruel.
Yeah,
I
very
think Author
cool.
Blues has given up climbing the wall. Maybe the wall will call him back.
Maybe if he falls all the way down at the end, he'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna see if I can do it again.
Yeah, both of our players have made it to that third chair.
Yeah. They both made it to the third chair. They're still, taking it very slow on these early platforms, and you have to, because you just have so little real control, because you only have control when you're in the air.
Okay, Pufferfish King lining up the shot. Author Blues, overshoots the chair.
Pufferfish King going through the door, and the door's a trap. The
What?
door is a trap.
Why? I guess that is a mark of progress, though. So Pufferfish King does take the early lead by landing on the trap door.
Yeah, I don't know if I count the trap door as progress because
I think it's
it doesn't
further
get
progress.
you anywhere.
It's further progress, in my opinion.
We won't stop with that. So I hope. I hope the players are not stuck here for the next
X amount of
30,
time, yeah.
45 minutes.
But I mean, they're getting consistent. So Other Blues onto the plate.
Yeah, they are getting a little bit more consistent. It's just very weird to control, right? Because there's not a lot of games where you don't have ground control and only have air control. There's plenty of games where you don't have air control, but you know, I can't think of many other games where all of your movement is based on being in the air. Oh.
Close. Though.
Trying to go directly for the bed.
Yeah, it looks like you need to go onto that roof of the house right next to
You
it.
might be able to make it directly from the bed. The house is not the easiest thing to land on either.
All right, Author Blues is back on the wall. God, yeah, it feels like Author Blues is trying to bunny hop up this wall.
And sometimes it will give you your jump back. It will count as being like having landed and give you your jump back. But it's so finicky. This feels like a risky strategy. I mean, if it pays off, it pays off. But
I mean, I'm also just game to watch it because it just looks fun.
it does look fun. Oh, trying to climb up the back of the leg now. And I am trying to keep an eye on Pufferfish too to see if they make any progress. But Alth is going back to just playing normally, playing as intended.
So like the thing I'm hearing with this music, like it almost has like the da 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 da, but like a really slow version of that. You know that song?
No, I don't think I know.
It's like a classical music song. Someone in the audience knows it, right? What was that? Baby Elephant Walk. Yes, like that's the song I'm hearing.
Wait. Yeah, I think.
But it's like a really slow, maybe like that's the song I'm hearing now, and now I'm thinking it's more appropriate.
Yeah. That might be more. Yeah, that might make it a bit more fitting. I wonder if it's intentionally based on that. It probably is.
I mean, it's very subtle. Like you only hear it like a little bit.
Yeah, but I now that you've said it and I realize what you're talking about, I do hear it a little bit.
Thank you, crowd. My brain does not have intelligence. I chose sleep.
So, we're still on this first bit. I will say I do think the first real wall here is that right when you get that checkpoint. Like they made that checkpoint like your first real difficult obstacle is getting to that. And I mean I feel like that's a somewhat common game design trope of like have your checkpoint after like what is designed to be like the first wall or
Other Blues, no!
Oh.
Flopping the wrong direction off the chair. Both our players on the ground.
Alth is picking up some momentum on the ground here though. And one of the big things is learning how to make like little micro adjustments, because sometimes you just want to be in the optimal spot to jump from, and it's really hard to control where you're landing. So
yeah, that's the big thing with these kind of like rage style games, like your Bennett Foddy's Getting Over It, like Bennett Foddy's other game. The one where you're walking. Baby steps. Thank you.
Yep.
Audience is so much smarter than me. And they will continue to be smarter than me. That also, Quap is also a good choice, but Other Blues is gonna get baited by the door.
I think Author Blues might have some choice words for me after this game.
I mean, that is the Renaissance image of just like, what did I do to myself? And it's like nothing you could have done could have foretold that was going to happen, unless you listened to me say that earlier. But they do have headphones on. I don't know how audio blocking it is.
I know it is pretty audio blocking when there's a good amount of audio. But when there's less silent audio, we found out this with Pez and Grey Witch, it doesn't work super well. It's super quiet music. This isn't super loud, but it probably is loud enough that they can't hear much of anything we're saying, hopefully.
Okay, well, regardless, our players are back on the rock. They're on to the 3 kind of chair section. We're going to see, hopefully we might get a checkpoint. Ooh, a little flop from Pufferfish King. Okay, Author Blues. Is Author Blues going to go for the house or going to go for... Gets a big...
Trying to readjust.
On
went
the
for the
house.
house.
Gets the
Get
checkpoint.
special checkpoint. Yeah, that's nice. That is the first
Yeah, you can applaud for
checkpoint
that.
seen. Now, these rocks now start to go down as you own them.
What are these sea stars doing?
Knocking you off the platforms. Yeah, so these rocks, you can't see it the best from the angle Alf has his camera at, but they are depressing down as you own them. So you have to keep jumping if you want to keep them at a height where you can get to your next one. Now, one thing our players haven't been using much is you can jump straight up and start doing some movement in the air to get more micro movement. More like small, tiny movements instead of all these huge jumps. I mean, I've seen it a little bit. I've seen them do some micro movement a little bit, but you've really got to take advantage of that a lot in this game.
Oh, Pufferfish King.
Went
Oh.
for the house, but fell right off it. That's the problem with the house. The house is you don't really stay on it because you just slide right down the side. Alf, I guess, figures he has a checkpoint, so when he's on the ground, he can afford to like try to figure out other ways up things.
I mean, this is a Steam game that is probably very, very janky. So you have no idea what collisions actually mean in this game. So if you can find like a weird like corner that you can just get like an infinite jump off of, you might as well just search for it.
Yeah, a lot of these Steam games are made by one person who probably was the only person that played it before release. Like sometimes they'll have a friend play it, but like these are not the most heavily tested by a variety of people games, you know?
But yeah, Author Blues is making some good progress onto these benches now. Or are these diving boards? No, these are diving boards.
And we
yes.
have the checkpoint from Pufferfish King. Yeah, these diving boards are rough. Alf trying to skip the last one and manages to.
What a skip. Good job, Author Blues. Gets the Steam achievement. Applaud for Steam achievements.
Yeah, I spent an hour just trying to get up that far. And I failed too. I am not surprised that Alf is doing way better than me at this. I will say, so this is similar to Pairs and Grey Witch. This is another game that was originally discovered by the great Gildersleeve. And therefore, I'm pretty sure Gilder at least once tried to mention this game to Alf, and Alf just never played it. So this is fully Alf's fault. Alf could have played this game.
It's not Gildersleeve's fault for finding this game. It's not your fault for giving this game out. No, it's Author Blues' fault for not playing it earlier.
I mean, I was gonna give it out. No, just for Alf. Not for Pufferfish was doomed.
Pufferfish King is an innocent bystander in all of this.
No, trust me, if Alf wasn't in this match, I would still be giving this out or something else equally as Steam jank.
Oh, Pufferfish King getting double comboed by the Sea Stars. Oh, and this candle jump seems really rough for Author Blues.
Yeah.
Oh double comboed again. These sea stars are relentless.
Yep. This little plate with the candle on it is so. There's just so little to be on here.
Yeah, this has like the back and forth platform issue of like you never know exactly when it's gonna turn around. And Otherblue is opting to go above and around this candle.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, it works. In a game like this, you just gotta find whichever
What
path
the
works for you.
heck am I seeing up next?
What? The perfectly normal platform with nothing unusual?
Otherblue is stuck in a box on this platform.
I don't know if there's a way up. Can Alth find a way back up? Alth is mastering navigating
Oh, and
these platforms.
we don't even get to have the joy of the cat platform.
The cat flow.
The cat form, yes.
Sorry, that pun made me laugh a little bit too much.
That's when you know it's a pun. Like you need to make sure the pun is good for you before you say it. I've given up halfway through puns, and I've been arrested for it.
Missed that candle. That jump also seems just like it's a little bit far. Like even at the closest point, like.
Yeah, it's definitely asking you for maximum distance. Oh, and that's going to be a fall off of the candle.
And if you go even the slightest bit too early or too late, it's not going to be in the right spot for you to land on. Because you also don't want to bounce off the candle, and like you need to hit the plate there.
Yeah, and it looks like making adjustments on it also is not something very intuitive.
It doesn't seem very safe either. It seems like this just whole time is very risky. This is still, I mean, very good progress that Alth has made. Like, still at the second of 4 checkpoints. Like, in only 18 minutes.
Yeah,
So.
I'm looking at Pufferfish King's section because it seemed like Otherblue did it first try, and like a lot of it is just like you have to debate whether or not you're going to go through it fast or you're going to go through it slow, and like it's really hard to like really build speed. And yeah, there we go, gets hit by another sea star.
My strat here was to go slow, but I mean, it's so hard to know what's the best way. Go fast or go slow here, and
Off back on the candle, trying to go above and over the wick, I think, and bounces off the candle back onto the ground. I just want to see those cats.
yeah, we need to get to those cats. We got plenty more time in this match to see some cats, hopefully.
We better. What?
30 minutes, in fact, we have left.
All right.
And Alth's gonna make another attempt at this candle.
I think we were really, like, the main question that I feel like is on everybody in the audience's mind, and it's on my mind as well, is what kind of fish are we?
I don't know. Possibly some kind of bass?
A bass, maybe a perch. I mean, like, they're
Might
not.
be a perch.
I mean, and that's kind of like going off of all the fish knowledge I know of.
I don't know. It kind of looks a little bit like the color scheme of like those Billy the Big Mouth Bass.
Billy Big Mouth Bass.
Billy, yeah.
Yeah, just not on the pedestal that it's sitting on. All right, Otherblue's back onto this. I don't even know what to call this. Shelving unit.
Yeah, like a storage shelf.
And I have
or
this
something.
feeling that if you are touched by a cat, it's going to be a reset.
We will find out because I don't know.
And I think it's not just cats. I think the other ones are otters, it looks like.
Otters with. Are they otters with ferrets or stoats?
That's definitely an otter, I think.
Okay. I mean, it's got the coloration of a panda.
How do you parse this? Like, everything is just rotating.
We don't know yet what they...
What is...
Alth has managed to miss all of the cats. I'm imagining they'll just, like, send you flying, similar to the
Yeah, it's
starfish.
possible. And there's a diving board in the middle of his camera. Author Blues can't see where he's about to shoot.
Makes it anyway. Now, this spinning platform, I'm assuming is going to be rough. I don't know. I did not expect us to get into territory I was blind to this fast. I was expecting I was expecting both players to be better than me, but not like what Alth is doing.
Immaculate platforming off of these spinning rocks, and that is And what are we here? Is this like a lotion bottle with? Yeah, that's like
with a really long nozzle.
Yeah, it's like it's like it's a seesaw.
Oh, it's a seesaw. Oh. And had not found the third checkpoint.
And there's no checkpoint.
Where is that third checkpoint?
Who knows? But that is a lot of progress that is just gone. But that is a high watermark. So
and it's also a lot of knowledge gained. A lot of knowledge about what's up ahead, and if Alth remembers his path through that cat hell.
Can you even like say it was a path? I feel like this game you don't really get a choice of what path you take. You're just on the whim of the fish.
Yeah, fair. You are kind of on the whim of whatever the fish wants you to do. Just so I keep watching Pufferfish and just they're trying to both move fast. They're trying to move very fast, and you have to on these platforms because they start sinking. But also, the faster you move, the harder it is to control an already hard to control fish.
Pufferfish almost had the corner jump. It was just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
So like you say you can control yourself in the air. How much like air control do you actually have?
It's hard to judge because it's the only control you have.
All right.
Right? Like you can pre-prep your, like you can hold forward as before you
We have
jump,
an answer.
and you get a little bit more.
We have an answer what the cats do. They do just fling you as far direction as possible.
Yeah, similar to the starfish. So, although some of those cats are moving upwards, I wonder whether you could get them to fling you upwards.
Possibly.
And skip something. I don't feel like there's any way you could controllably get where you wanted to go,
okay.
though.
Well, Pufferfish King does have a high water mark now, has passed the sea stars, and made it to the first diving board.
Yeah, I mean, those diving boards are... Alth made the diving boards look easy, but you are very close to that rock. And it's very easy to, like, accidentally bump into the rock instead.
And it's also just a thin platform.
And it is a very thin platform. But going back to the air control, so you do get a little bit more control and momentum if you're holding the direction as you jump, but you still have a good amount to be able to like adjust or pull back a little bit. Pulling back doesn't work super well compared to like if you aren't already moving, starting to move is a lot easier. It's hard to like kill your momentum.
Yeah. So it's almost a committed jump.
Yeah, it's a little easier to make like left-right adjustments, right?
Mm-hmm.
But pulling back, the most you're gonna do is slow yourself down a little bit.
Yeah.
Or at least in my experience, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe one of these players found the trick to controlling more precisely.
Yeah, long gone are the days where Author Blues was trying to climb the wall. I know that was probably 10 minutes ago, but long gone are those days.
Yeah, long gone. We'll see. Maybe if Alth is stuck on this section long enough in the last like a couple minutes. Because the one thing with this game is they do have a sense of how much time they've been going for.
Yeah, there
Because
is
there's a timer
there's
on
an
the screen.
actual timer. And matches, I think, are 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to quite be keeping up with our match time, so I'm assuming it's not a real-time timer.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
I
it's like...
think the seconds are a little slower than normal time.
I think we're like gaining a second every like every couple minutes or something, or every minute.
Yeah, these players are going to feel cheated when the timer says like 40 minutes and that's time.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to say like close to like 45 and that's going to be time, but they should not expect a jank Steam game to have an accurate timer.
All right, Pufferfish King back onto the... What is that pink platform? It just appeared on Pufferfish's screen for just like a short second.
I don't know. I've seen it a couple times appear, but I don't know what its purpose is. Okay, Pufferfish seems to be seeing if he can skip all this.
You know, honestly, it's a mental refresher to try something.
Yeah, just try something different.
Yeah, look at these other platforms. You got like the Cosmo and Wanda platforms over there.
They might be for later in the stage. Or they might be some sort of like special bonus thing or like alternate paths.
I hope it's like you get a fish hat if you take this path.
Well, there are some other platforms like above and around them. There's those big circular, those like cylinders. I saw some over there. I don't know. It's hard to tell with this game, kind of the depth of things sometimes.
Yeah, I'd just be so tempted to see like, what is this other path gonna take me?
Well, can you get over there from here? I would think the only way potentially would be to get hit by one of the starfish.
And we know how consistent that is.
Yeah, you basically have no control over where you're landing once you get hit by one of those things. It sends you flying at such a high speed that nothing you do is really going to make a difference to that momentum.
All right, Author Blues is back onto the shelving unit.
And gonna get back onto the platform with the cats.
We're here at Whisker City.
Whisker City. And it really is all cats except for that one group that is otters or something.
Yeah, I feel like that is otters.
Panda otters. All black and white otters. Never seen that before.
All right. Zooming in, going for a zoomed in camera this time. Ooh, and Pufferfish King is onto the diving boards.
All this just looking for where is my clean path out of here, and there isn't really one.
No! Oh. It was right there. Oh, my heart.
Alth is back to these spinning platforms. This is not far from Alth's best, right? Alth's best was
Off made it to the
seesaw.
The seesaw
Yeah.
lotion.
Which is right after those spinning rocks. Right, there wasn't another platform. I don't think there was.
No, it was just the seesaw. Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those mentally taxing games. I am going to leave immediately after this race is over, and you will deal with the consequences of your actions.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're going to be too drained to be mad at me. They're going to be too emotionally drained to have any emotion left for me. That's the goal.
Well, we're at almost 30 minutes on to their in-game timer.
Yep, a little past 30 minutes on the round timer, the match timer. And we haven't seen much progress for a little while. I think that will change. I think they still...
Like, Pufferfish King was almost to the second checkpoint.
Yeah, I think Pufferfish has made a little bit of progress on, like, getting to further...
It's just anytime you have, like, random elements, like things flying in the air, it's just always just like a crapshoot of, like, whether or not you're going to get past.
They're not random.
What do you mean they're not random?
There's a pattern. there's a fixed pattern. You can find a path through these. It's hard, but there's a fixed pattern. There's a fixed path through these. Good luck finding it. Alt back on the shelf, making a good run. Gonna get back to the cats. We'll see if Alt manages to get flung by the cats. Started to, but got saved by the pillar there.
Yeah, this is an upside down table. Almost. Oh, what's that daily news? Maybe we can get some breaking news. Oh.
Wait, is that another seesaw above Alt?
It might be. I can't.
I couldn't tell
Others is scoping out, sees the checkpoint on like the thigh of this statue.
Is he gonna try to skip?
He is 100% gonna try to get flung off of with a cat here. That is 100% what Others is trying to do right now.
This is so risky, but I like to see it. I like to see the risky plays.
It's so high. I don't know if it's gonna fling you high enough.
Yeah. Have we? So I missed Oth getting hit by a cat earlier. Was it one of the horizontally?
It was one of the horizontal ones, and it flung him pretty fast.
But the question is, will these ones spinning vertically give you upward momentum? I would expect them to, but who knows with games like this?
Yeah, I mean, oh, he's going for it. He's lining it up again.
No, I think he's given up on it. I think he's decided that it's just not worth the effort and the risk.
Well, maybe later. Maybe later. I think if the checkpoint was on the table there, 100% would have gone for it. But it just takes so long to get to that point.
Knowing Author Blues, there's a non-zero chance he comes up to me and asks me to let him play this after this match so that he could try that. Just so that he could try that.
Okay, so we're back onto the seesaw. Oh, going for speed. Oh!
So that was actually, the checkpoint he saw was actually the fourth checkpoint then. Because there was the checkpoint after the seesaw. So the checkpoint on the thigh.
I think the checkpoint on the thigh is the final checkpoint.
So that would be a huge skip if you can do it. And if they let you accept the checkpoint. If the checkpoint accepts it.
You never know. This could be one of those games where like you need to get them in sequential order.
You think this game is that well programmed?
I don't think
look at this game and tell me
that's
it's
the
that
reason
well
why I don't think it's programmed that way. Like I don't think it's programmed at all. I think this game just came into being. One day someone said, "Let there be fish," and then here it is.
You think this game just warped into our universe from a special fish universe?
I think a lot of games just warp into the universe, and Pufferfish King is going to be on to the second checkpoint. Let's go.
That is progress.
Clap for Steam achievements.
And the thing is, Pufferfish King is a little behind, but Oth is on the same checkpoint. If Pufferfish King can figure out these platforms quickly, and we have 15 minutes left, that 15 minutes is almost certainly enough time to do this if he can figure out how to.
I mean, all you need is one good push.
Yeah.
Like, because we're just going by the highest watermark. And, like, if Pufferfish King can get just, gets baited by the back and forth of the candle.
Learning how to get around this candle is going to be a huge, probably the biggest learning curve out of this section. I feel like this was one of Alt's biggest hang-ups, was figuring out how to get around this candle consistently.
Yeah, it's just the timing of like it coming back and forth. I feel like it's inconsistent. Yeah, because like you need to jump almost as soon as it's like coming towards you.
Well, the jumping's a little inconsistent because you jump in the direction of your camera, right?
Yeah.
But depending on the direction of the fish, that will change how you jump a little bit. If the fish is like vertically aligned with the camera, you're gonna jump differently than if it's horizontally aligned or diagonally. Just because there's a little bit of different physics going on there.
All right, Pufferfish King made an attempt to get onto the shelving unit. Didn't quite make it, but had a good strategy of like getting around the candle as they get bounced off the candle.
Bounced off again, yeah. I mean, I think Alth is still occasionally also getting bounced off the candle. Very rarely now. Alth has gotten good at it, but the candle's still... It's very finicky to maneuver on.
Well, again, like with your inconsistent jump, and you're bouncing off of what is essentially a sphere, even though it's a cylinder. I know my shapes. Shapes are basically math. And it's just that rounded surface that like makes it very inconsistent of how you're going to like basically physics off of that candle.
And the moving nature of the platform. And I think the fact that it doesn't really fully exert its momentum onto you once you're in the air. Like, it does a little bit, but not like fully. So you don't necessarily, like if you just jump, you don't even keep up with it perfectly. You'll keep up with it some, but, and then it changes direction, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Okay, Pufferfish King is trying to get on top of the candle.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right move. I think these micro adjustments Alth is doing around the candle is probably the best path. But they're not easy to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got on the candle.
Oh, he's
Fell off
okay. No,
of it,
this
but still on the platform. Trying to get back on the candle though. They might think they need the height to get that
it's possible. It's because I think Pufferfish King tried it at one point, not on top of the candle, and didn't feel like they had enough height.
We've seen it on Altus Blue's side that it's definitely possible, but sometimes it can be really hard to figure out what is and isn't possible in these games. Like what in these types of like raised games.
Pufferfish King on the shelving unit.
On the shelving unit and made it through the shelving unit, but got knocked off by the cat.
Got catted away, but knows it's possible. And like that's one of those things. It's a positive reinforcement that's like, I know this is possible. I've done it. I can do it again.
And you're just gaining small amounts of knowledge every single time. Now, it's still, in a game like this, knowledge is not everything because you still have to execute.
Yes, but I think a lot of it is, like, this is a strong mental game of just, the more you are able to overcome something, the more likely you'll be able to overcome it again.
Yeah.
It's the positive thinking of just like, I know I can do this. I know I've played games where I haven't been able to get past something, and then the moment I get past, there's just a sense of relief, and then I can just do it again like first try. What is happening to Pufferfish King? It's fallen in between the boxes, flopping away.
And part of it is a lot of times when you're failing, it's not you're failing because you did something wrong.
What?
You're failing because you just got bad luck. There was a small like ledge down at the bottom there for Pufferfish King
Okay.
that Pufferfish King landed on, and then got up here with the cats.
So this is gonna be this is the furthest that Pufferfish King has made it.
Alth did not make it too much further past this cat platform, the cat floor.
Yeah. He got past those rocks and onto the seesaw. Oh, the flings! Where? Oh! Deceitful. It looked like he was fine, but then just flew away.
Oh, I figured out what kind of fish this is.
Oh, what kind of fish?
It's a flying fish.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm sad I didn't get any, like, groans from the audience here. I'll take one. I'll take one groan if that's what I got.
All right. But both of our players still onto this candle, and I think the entire audience is probably wondering, and I'm also wondering too, what scent is this candle? Do you think this is like a raspberry candle? Is it just like a pain?
A pain
It's a
scented candle.
pain-scented candle.
I think by now it just smells like fish.
It probably does only smell like
Honestly,
fish.
maybe it was a fish-scented candle in the first place. I don't know that I've ever heard of a fish-scented candle, but
It's probably a red herring. See, now that's the groan you want. Oh, Pufferfish King has actually been consistently getting onto the shelving units.
yeah.
It's just managing the path through the cats and the one otter. Oh.
What?
Ping-ponging. Oh!
That
Almost
ping-ponging
through.
for a second, I did not know where they were going.
Almost through. And Author Blue is also back here on Whisker City. He's made it through. He's going to be onto the spinning rocks.
The spinning rocks. I think Oth has a good chance of
Falls off the second rock.
I thought that might be the attempt, but doesn't look like it.
Yeah, but it is currently close. Author Blues has a little bit more further progress than Pufferfish King. But Pufferfish King consistently getting onto these shelving unit is getting more attempts.
Yeah. Pufferfish King is getting a lot more consistent at this section, and Oth is actually not getting as far as consistently. I don't know if it's just frustration with this.
Oh my god, is Pufferfish gonna do the thing? Okay, no. Just
No.
getting the angle. Got it.
Almost saved it. Looked like maybe could have, but
it is closer and closer every time.
yeah.
Yeah, but we are running out of time. We have about 6 minutes left.
Yeah. 6 minutes is still plenty. I think these attempts to get up to where the farthest Oth got almost to the flag, and I feel like from this flag to the next flag, if you do it perfectly, it's only like a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. Like, it's not a super long attempt, so they still have a lot of time to still make some progress.
All right, Pufferfish King back to Whisker City. Has found the path through. I think just needs one more good jump, and it will be onto the rocks. All right. Is Pufferfish King going to be able to time these rock jumps? Oh! But made it to the second rock. Again, incremental progress. Pufferfish King has been getting just inch by inch.
Yeah, those spinning rock jumps do not look very easy. They look like they're really hard to time and really hard to angle.
Yeah, especially with the physics of everything. Just like, you know, your camera needs to be angled correctly, your fish needs to be angled correctly. And yes, I am saying angled as in like an angler. Hold for laughter. Thank you.
You got coughs instead.
All right, 5 minutes left.
Yep, we're in our last 5 minutes. And this is still so close. This is still anyone's race.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since Author Blues has made it to Whisker City. Where is Pufferfish King going? And I say that, Author Blues is going to be back to Whisker City.
Yep. As long as the fish physics cooperate with him. You know, that's the thing. That's where I feel like, and pufferfish too, sometimes you just don't make it back to where you were because the physics just decide no.
I think that achievement said cat and get catted 22 times.
Yes, I believe there's an achievement for getting catted.
Yeah, but
a whole bunch of
22 is
times.
such a weird number.
Maybe that's the number of times the dev got catted before they got through that platform.
Possibly, but Author Blues onto the third spinning rock is going to be close to the seesaw. Over jumps it.
Over jumps the rock.
Pufferfish King, though, also at Whisker City. Oh, and gets catted away. There's only so many more opportunities that they're going to have.
Come on, make some more progress. Get me Steam achievements without me having to do them.
I mean, this is the moment, if anything. I really hope Author Blues does try to go for the cat skip, tries to launch himself in the air.
Yeah, I mean, when you're getting late like this, and you... When you're
All right.
getting...
Both of our players here on the shelving unit to Whisker City. Oh, gets bounced, but the table leg saves Pufferfish King.
I keep losing focus because these players are always in a perilous situation.
Okay, Author Blues onto the second spinning rock. Oh, Pufferfish King falls off the edge. Author Blues, final rock. Is Author Blues going to try to go for the speed trick that he tried last time?
We'll see.
Oh,
Oh, the seesaw is so mean.
yeah.
So you have to go fast. You
And
just
the-
don't have a choice.
And the call to the wall has spoken to Off once more.
I mean, with it being so late in the match now they might think they have 5 minutes left, but they actually only have 2. With it being so late into the match, I might go for it. I might just go for
Yeah.
You don't know where your opponent is necessarily. They might be way ahead of you. Just go for a crazy fling and see where it can get you. At the same time, your opponent could be real close to you, so the best path could just be forward progress. You don't know. So it really creates an interesting incentive structure.
Ooh, Author Blues gets catted away.
Although I can't tell, that might have hit one of the vertically spinning cats and still just sent forward. Sent Alth forward. I couldn't tell which cat Alth got hit by at one point because there's so many cats
Yeah,
on that platform.
it's hard to tell. Pufferfish King is back here, back to the platform with the cats. Ooh, oh.
Oh. In a safe spot for now.
Yeah, Pufferfish King has been liking this side of the table.
I mean, once you just find safe spots you think you can land in, you have to...
What is this?
Oh,
What is this?
oh. And on our side there is the Tetris tournament starting. Not sure if that got picked up on the mics. Probably did.
It definitely did.
It definitely did.
There is no fish-tris. It's just fish jumping. We're getting down to the wire.
Don't say things like fistress. Don't put even more cursed ideas into the wall. I don't know what someone would do to make that concept be a
There's
reality.
already a
but
wet-tris. It's close enough to fish-tris. But this is probably going to be our final
Yeah,
attempt here for
these are-
Pufferfish King. It has to go quick.
we're actually at time, so that's it. That's time.
So very, very
Very good.
close match.
Very good job to both of them. Author Blues did get further, so Author Blues did take the victory there. That was very good match from both of our players. Very good work. This game is very frustrating. Thank you. That's it for this match. Thank you from us, and hang on, and we'll be back shortly for our next match. Hello, and welcome to our third match of the day for Kusogrande Live. I am not Electa again, and here with me is...
Lizstar, hello. Hi, I'm very excited.
So, this is Lizstar's pick, so I'll let her introduce the game and...
All right. So, Mario 64 is a video game that I think most people have kind of heard of, but did you know that the N64 technically has mouse protocols? I don't believe they really made a mouse, but someone got it working, And they decided to add mouse controls to Mario 64. That is literally all this is. It is Mario 64 with mouse controls. When our players are ready, you can get into any of these. These are all just save files. So, I absolutely adore this. I'm so excited. Okay, y'all ready? All right, good luck. 3. Oh wait, no, I'll wait for Izuel to get into the. There you go. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Play the tutorial, yes. All right.
Okay, so
It is
yeah,
exactly
so-
what it sounds like.
now I know I've seen this before, but for the sake of viewers that may not have, how does this work? Because if you obviously it looks like you're clicking,
Yep.
left clicking to move. How do you jump? How do you do?
So when you click a right click, you see this menu that pops up, and it has a bunch of options. So we're selecting jump, and then he moves towards where you select jump, and then we'll jump in that direction where he was running. Same with long jump. Now, wall kicking is a contextual menu option. So you right click it, enable wall jump, and now anytime you would be able to wall jump, you're going to, like that. All right, now we gotta figure out what a camera is. There you go.
So I imagine there's a lot of the more complicated speed tech that just is not possible.
No, definitely
Yeah.
not. This turns Mario from a platforming game to a puzzle game where you're just trying desperately to find out how can I beat this stupid penguin, right?
So I imagine for progress, we're going by number of stars collected.
Number of stars collected, exactly. Very simple. Nothing. This is the only thing that has been added to the game is this tutorial. The rest of the game is the Mario that you know and love.
And I'm imagining we don't have a risk of them failing to get through the tutorial.
No, it's a relatively simple tutorial. You might fall a couple of times, but it just puts you right back where you are.
Relatively simple tutorial, but I imagine not relatively simple controls to get used to using them.
Definitely not. Some of my favorite ROM hacks are ROM hacks like this, where it's literally just the exact same game, but you're trying to learn how to control something. I have given Snolf multiple times, which is Sonic Golf.
You gave Malf.
I gave
as
Malf.
well.
I gave Malf.
Last SGDQ Kusogrande.
Yep,
right?
yeah, that was Mario Golf, Malf.
That was a very fun one. Very fun one to watch.
I have a deep love of messed up little video games like this. But the thing is, I want to note, I personally don't think this is bad in any way. It's just very weird and very hard to get used to. And, but you can have a lot of fun with this. All right, now, yep, it's another contextual menu.
I think the big thing, and the reason why this type of stuff fits
Yeah.
really well in Kusogrande is it's just not how you're intended to play this game.
Definitely not.
It's just shoving an entirely different form of playing a game into an existing game, and so it just works so jankily and so weirdly. It works, but it's not your normal Mario 64.
Definitely.
Now, are all the stars possible in this?
Yes. So I made a retro achievement set for this game, and as I was making it, I was not I was not sure if they were all possible because I couldn't find any video proof of people doing everything. So I did, and it was very tough for some of them. Some of them are very hard, but all of them are possible. Every single thing in this game is possible.
Were there any that you thought might not be?
Some of the hardest ones were anything in Rainbow Ride. which we will not be seeing. And the penguin, like any of the slides,
Yeah, I
were
imagine
really
the slides
rough.
would be rough.
Some of the slides were a little easier than others. Some were like absolutely rough.
Now, how are like the
Oh god, and the like flying controls for the wing cap
so
star.
when you right click, does everything stop?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
It pauses
okay.
the game essentially so that you can.
Okay.
And that is another thing. You can do a lot of like buffering to try to like get things exactly as you.
Because one of the things I was going to ask about is, I imagine the bosses and stuff would be weird, having that like delay between your click and your attack. But
Yeah.
then if there is a little bit of a pause, I think that makes it a little easier just to get your timings right to
Yeah.
do stuff.
Trying to figure out how to back jump here. There you go.
Are there any like surprisingly difficult stars, like stars that in the normal game are not, besides the slides,
Yeah.
are nothing, but in this sort of like nightmare?
Anything that involves flying.
Anything that involves flying?
Like in the first level, getting the coins
Yeah.
up in the air. Because the thing with it is that you need something to click on.
Yeah.
And you are in the air. There's not really anything to click on.
Can you click on the coins
No.
themselves?
You have to click on walls or floors or ceiling.
That sounds awful.
It is not. It is unpleasant in some ways.
That sounds just not good.
Oh,
Well, we're seeing the end of the
yep.
tutorial.
We got to the end. Izul got to the end, and Duchak is very close behind.
What is that at the end there?
That is an N64.
Oh, that's an N64 card. Okay.
Card. Yeah, that's a Mario 64.
At the angle, like seeing it cut off, I wasn't 100% sure what it was supposed to be.
Welcome to Mario 64, just as we remember it.
Just as we definitely remember it, yes.
Man, this was my favorite. I remember after platforming in Myst, I would go to my N64 and play Mario 64.
Hourglass walking
So, you said this uses a built-in mouse program,
Yes.
right, to
yeah.
the N64.
I think there might have actually been a mouse.
I
but
think
it
there was like an art game that came with a mouse.
Yes, it was for the 64DD. But like the actual N64 itself does have like the protocols.
Ah, interesting. Because the DD would have come out a little bit later, right?
Yes, yeah, quite a bit. So they clearly were thinking from the start, we could add a mouse to this. Like, you know, a lot of consoles had mice. I own a bunch, and they're all terrible. So I'm sure this one isn't much better. All right, which stars are we going for first? Are we going for the... Oh. Nope, all right. That is another great thing is both of our players have played Mario 64 before. And, like, the idea is trying to route through what are some good quick stars I can get to get a lead that I know I can get while I am using a mouse.
And I think they both said they weren't, neither of them were like speedrunners.
Yep.
They should both be on similar-ish levels of
Yep.
game knowledge, hopefully.
Yeah.
We
I didn't like interrogate them and be like, how many hours have you played Mario 64? But you know, we do our best here.
yeah. Look, to some degree, it's just gonna happen, you know. Sometimes knowledge of other things can give you a little bit of a benefit.
Yeah.
That is hard to it's hard to account for everything, but we try our best to make sure that if there is a little bit of an advantage, it's nothing significant.
That was Duchak went towards that platform running. That was very, very slick.
So
It's like you're gonna fall off if you go that fast.
I think Duchak is clearly going for
The top of the
top.
Yeah. And then Izul is going for the red coins.
The red coins.
Oh, yep, perfect.
Now the red coins, can you get them this early? Because can you get the...
You can get them this
Okay.
early. Wait.
Because one of them is on the
One
island.
of them is on the island. I think you can long jump to the island. But that would take
Like this?
that is a whole nother question.
You're gonna long jump to the island and point and click?
Oh, this is another thing that is deceptively difficult. Is trying to. There you go. Hey.
Yeah, because you can't unlock the cannons.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Because this is 100% perfectly
Yeah, it's just Mario.
regular. Like, they didn't modify the levels at all to
Nope.
make it possible. And they, honestly, they might not even have tested to make sure it was possible.
Yeah, like I said, I was unsure.
A lot of times, modders, like, especially of something like this that's meant to be kind of a joke. I don't know if this was, like, for a contest or something.
Yeah.
Okay, it was?
It was yes, it was for a Simple Flips
Okay.
event that he put on. I believe the same one that brought us Bazzer like last year. I believe this was
The
year
Chaos?
before that.
Okay, the year before the Bazzer one. Okay.
Yeah. There's our first star,
There's our first star.
and Izul is right behind.
Yep. Israel, I think, decided not to keep going after it. Might have figured out that they needed the cannon and didn't have it.
All right, now for Koopa the Quick.
Koopa the Quick. Fortunately, this early Koopa the Quick isn't that quick.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Plus, there's always the if you know, there's the portals and such, which help a lot.
And again, the fact that it pauses when you right click means that you don't have to worry about
Like him running past you.
him
as
running
you're-
past you as you're trying to do jumps
As
and
you're
stuff.
as you're fumbling through menus. I remember, I remember. Speaking of the developers don't actually know if this is possible. The person who made Snulf is Dr. Mellon, and Dr. Mellon sent me the first version of Snulf 3 and Nulf, and was like, "Here, I made this." It was not possible.
I mean, a lot of times when someone's trying to do something like this, it's just to do it.
Yeah.
There's no intention of anyone beating this.
Yeah.
Like this.
It's just for fun, and I mean, I had a great time. Who cares?
I mean, why would you think someone?
Oh.
What? Who would ever complete get all of 120 stars in point and click Mario? No one.
Yeah, no one would ever do that. Why would you ever do that to yourself? That's silly. I think it took me like 120 hours.
So what I'm hearing is you averaged an hour per star.
About. Hold on. I could actually look up exactly how long it took me. And I can also look up the most difficult stars because I ranked them all.
You ranked them?
Well, I gave them points in the Retro Achievement set.
Ah, okay.
But I mean, that is the kind of thing I would do. Is I would rank things
Yeah,
by
I was kind of expecting you to like pull up
a spreadsheet.
a spreadsheet like your Genesis Quest spreadsheet or something like,
Yeah,
like
or-
similar to that.
Or this giant spreadsheet with where I rank every Yuri manga I've ever read.
Yeah, like that.
Currently at 461.
These
Not-
are the things I expect from you. Yes.
Look, we're going to the spreadsheet zone. All right, I'm summoning ADEF.
Oh, so Duchok actually, I think, gave up on Koopa the Quick
Yes,
and moved on to.
he fell.
Womp
He
Womp.
was going at the plank that I mentioned earlier. Tried going through it
Oh.
fast and fell off this
Fell
time.
off it. Yep. So we do have a start on Israel's side. So good early progress. Got
Absolutely.
both of them got a star within
Ooh.
15 minutes. so-
Duchok is trying to do some speed tech. Oh my
Oh.
god.
What is Duchok trying to do here?
Trying to jump up to the star from down here. Oh my goodness. That's if this works, this is gonna be amazing. But at the angle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
I know wall
fair.
kicks are contextual. Is there much else that's contextual?
Crouching. You can crouch. What else is in the menu? Climbing up and down. Oh, you can set it to walk as well. But other than that, no, not really anything that's like contextual in terms of like. There's lots of stuff with swimming when that becomes a thing.
So the menus don't get like super complicated.
No.
Where you have to like click into menus and menus.
No, yeah, nothing of that intensive. It basically the main menu that you see here when you right click is going to be the biggest it'll be.
Now when you're flying, what is your menu like?
I'm pretty sure it's just like go here actually.
Okay. Because, yeah, I was like, you can't jump while you're flying.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that is deceptively difficult in this that you never even thought of as being like, oh yeah, that's a wall in Mario 64 is moving platforms. Because basically, as the platform is moving, the arrow that you set down doesn't move with it. So like you gotta kind of continually make Mario move on the platform in order to like stabilize himself, but then he's gaining speed and it becomes awkward. This is why Rainbow Ride took me a very long time.
And I'm trying to think. What about all the different types of? Because the different types of jumps. Are all of them doable? With
All
like
of
this?
them are doable. It's very hard to do a flip, like a backwards flip jump, where it's like what is it called? Where you're like running and then you flip like. Yeah,
Is it
it's
like
just
the
a flip
side
jump.
flip
Yeah,
or-
the side
yeah.
flip. It's really hard to do a side flip.
What about triple jumps? I imagine those.
Triple jumps
difficult
are
to
possible.
time.
Basically, in order to do that, you need to, and they're very required in some circumstances. You have to like right click when you're in the air and you see where you're about to land. You right click on where you're about to land and hit jump again, and you will immediately jump.
Okay. Yeah, because doing timing-based stuff like that just seems like it would be
Tough.
tough.
Definitely.
I mean, even we're seeing it a lot on
Ooh, there's a
Israel's
flip jump.
side. Like, even just jumping up those stairs is a challenge.
Definitely.
And Duchok
makes it,
yeah,
and gets the second
is
star.
getting the second star.
Okay, I'm pulling it up. Good job.
Israel fell back down and is gonna have to make his way back up some.
Oh, I'm sorry. It took me 39 hours and 28 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's a little bit less.
That's a little less.
Still a lot.
Not as bad.
Not as bad as in the hundreds. It's about half that. Yeah, anything in TikTok clock was tough. Oh, Tall Mountain was weirdly difficult. Any of the swimming
Oh?
is not as bad as you think.
What would be super difficult? How does the swimming work? Is it just you click anywhere?
You click anywhere. It's you click as long as you click on a wall or a floor.
Okay, so you still have to click on the
Yeah.
wall or floor. Just the water itself does not count.
Yes.
As so much.
So like this makes like Dire Docks getting like the manta ray rings. That's like an actual hell. It's not like hard. It's not like you're going to die.
Because I'm assuming you also can't click on the manta ray.
Yeah, you cannot click on the manta ray. Okay, there is one additional like tech thing that like I don't know if I want to say because they're not supposed to be able to hear me. It's not like a tech. It's just a thing that makes it easy. Like I said, you can like pause buffer a lot by like right clicking.
Yeah.
And in order to do very precise jumps, a ground pound is extremely helpful.
That makes sense.
Because you just it kills all your forward momentum. So
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, all right.
You're just exactly where you need to be. Yeah.
Exactly.
Probably really good for setting up stuff. And
Exactly. If you need to be in a very precise location for like a triple jump, because like you think about Rainbow Ride, it has the section with the carpet and then you have to do like side jumps and like triple jumps to get over some of the like walls that it goes under. Like that is tough.
Okay, now with some of my very limited Mario 64 knowledge,
Yeah.
for this boss that Israel just beat,
Yeah.
can you do the speed strat of going like is that manageable with these controls, or is that just too difficult?
It's not. It's probably too difficult.
Okay.
Like I could imagine someone could do it. I thought about learning to speed run this for like 5 seconds, and I'm like, absolutely not. I'll leave that to like author something.
Someone eventually will do it.
Are you saying you don't want to do a backwards long jump?
A backwards long jump on this? No, I'm good. I love myself
I
too
doubt
much.
it's possible.
I can't imagine it's possible.
So we got
Maybe
about
with, like,
30 minutes
pass.
left in the match now, and both of them are at 2 stars.
Yes.
So, normally in Mario, I feel like even a casual player would be above 2 stars in 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is like baby's first Mario 64. We're learning to walk. First, you have to learn how to crawl, which Mario is doing.
And the players are actually going after
Very.
different stars right now.
Yes, getting this star with this kind of. Once again, we're doing Koopa the Quick on the right, and then these like very precise jumps. You have to be able to. And this is a very smart setup. Is we're doing. Oh. No. Oh, that was a okay. We're still there though.
I'm trying to think, like, what might be some low-hanging fruit stars they could go for, and like, with this control scheme, are there any? Like,
Yes, there are definitely some easier ones.
because like I imagine we're not gonna see them go after 100 coin on really
No,
anything.
that's too much.
If they could do Koopa the Quick and then get the cannon unlocked, the star on the island
Is pretty
that bad.
easy, yeah. You also have chain chomp. Chain chomp's not that bad.
Because in the tutorial they used the cannon. That didn't seem too bad to handle with them.
No.
Now-
It did take him a couple of tries.
There it will let you just click anywhere,
Yeah.
which is so much nicer.
Yes.
Now, on that, with the click anywhere, now does that include just
Very nice.
right click or left click, or does that also include right click?
That
You
also
have to
includes right click.
Click on something.
Yes. You
Okay.
can't just click on like the air. You gotta click on something physical. All right, Israel taking the lead. Very nice lead. Oh no!
Oh.
Getting over it with Mario 64.
This tower just seems like it's so much harder than it is.
Yeah.
That it's supposed to be in the normal game with these controls. It's just.
I love this game.
Okay, you said getting over it with Mario 64.
Like the
Only up 64. Only up. Mario 64 only up with this control
With
scheme.
I mean, I'll take this one.
Is the theme of the day just horrible climbing?
Horrible climbing, yeah.
Climber, yes. Hey, the first game did not have any horrible climbing.
Well, clearly the next one has to. Okay, so can we? I can't really get here from here. I have a tell for how to always get to the island, and I'm curious how they're going to get there because I have a setup. Duchok gave up on climbing the tower. While I definitely understand that is very unfortunate. He's quite behind. But if he can get some really fast stars, maybe we can. Or are we getting the? We're going for red coins. Okay, you got. It's weirdly tough to get up into this thing here.
Into the cannon?
Into the cannon.
Well, yeah, because, like, how are you supposed to get up that slope with these controls?
I don't think that crawling works. Crawling works with some things. Duchok going for, but doesn't have the cannon still.
Like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, well, triple jumps will get you up there, right?
Yes.
But doing it,
Yeah, good luck with doing it.
and I know there's a couple other ways you can get up there, but I don't think any of them are
No, not really.
reasonable
Not
here.
really. Well, yeah, all we need to do is do the glitch where we grab that guy and slide backwards up the...
Now, in the interest of trying to keep things on schedule, is our next GM in the audience right now? I can't see.
Is the next GM out here?
Oh, okay.
Brad.
If our players for our next match are in the audience, next to the camera is your GM. Please go speak to them.
Oh.
The further to the closer to the front doors, the closer the closer to us. Sorry, the closer to us camera. Next to the pillar, the column.
Okay, both of them have given up and are going to different stars again. Ooh, yes, we get to see the slide. Okay, so the first slide is not that bad. Like it, okay, maybe, all right, well, I will hold my tongue. All right, so we might see one of the problems here is if you miss the, okay. Doing very well so far. Nope, there you go. Clicked on a thing that, like, when Mario goes past it, he's like, oh, and he's trying to go back and he just flies off the edge. Just...
Shiny.
I'm honestly
This
surprised.
sliding, like they're not even on the slide and
Yeah.
sliding here.
And then
looks
they're having
awful.
a problem.
Well, on Duchok's side, they are on the slide, but
Now, it is, again, possible to... Oh, man.
okay. But so, is it possible to do the slide skips?
Yes. That is, as far as I'm aware, the only way to get the fast version of the star.
Okay.
I can't imagine doing it otherwise.
I'm just thinking about trying to do those seems so difficult.
Yeah. It is. I gave it, I think, 50 points on my set when I made it. This was like a you will suffer if you try to do this. Let's see, what did I give that? Oh wait, no, I nerfed it. I nerfed the points. Okay, so I'm curious what star specifically we're going for here in Cool Mountain.
Yeah, I mean,
Gave up on the slide as well.
the slide just seems so rough to try to do. Like,
It is. It is definitely possible. And Duchok was actually very close. I think that he could do it with some more more
trying to think,
practice.
what stars in Cool Mountain seem reasonable to try? Like just think about it from the
Honestly, not
perspective of like having not done them before. Which one could you figure out how to do in this short period of time? And
If you know the trick to sneak into the wall kicks area easily,
yeah,
that
I mean, even then, wall kicks don't seem
wall kicks will
easy.
work when they want to work. Yeah.
Yeah, but like both the slides, which also puts the slides, you also would want to slide for the snowman.
Yeah.
To really get down there quickly enough, and then even the baby penguin, getting down.
I remember dying multiple times trying to because I'm like, how am I going to get down with this penguin other than just doing like the fast strat and hoping
Yeah.
that it bounce and don't go too far.
So like it just seems like everything is bad.
Everything is bad.
Forget about coins.
Yeah.
What about the red coins in that?
In which one?
In
Cool Mountain?
Cool Mountain.
Those aren't that bad. Also, like technically, the slide isn't terrible if you aim for the shortcut.
I think I would just avoid Cool Mountain though.
Yeah, I would too. Okay, we are once again trying to go for this star here. You cannot wall kick while doing a backflip, unfortunately. I didn't know. They don't seem to be here.
I don't remember what they look like off the top of my head.
More slides.
Keep on track.
More slides. Nope, no slides. It was like, yeah, I'm not going to give Liz that satisfaction. All right, they're both going back into Womp's Fortress. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. There are still some simpler stars that they have not gotten.
Where? Oh, elevator talking to show you. Forgot.
And the red coins in this one aren't too difficult either if you wanted to go for them. While the backflip to sneak up to the that was almost sick.
Is Matthew Richard here yet? Your match is up next. Matthew Richard, are you here?
Also, I appreciate you giving this out when I'm pretty sure there's Mario 64 task running over there.
There is a Mario 64 task literally right next to us.
Yep.
And there's Mario 64 right there.
Yep.
And I think there's some over there. Yeah.
Okay. So probably no one is crazy enough to run this. Do you think anyone could task this?
I would love to see that, and I have considered it, but like, I can't even.
I feel like ultimately it would probably look very similar
Yeah.
to like just a regular task.
Yeah.
Although I wonder if there are things that even with perfect timing, because of like
Yeah, like could you possibly do a backwards long jump
Yeah.
with these controls, even with perfect precision?
yeah, because I feel like even with perfect precision, there's probably a little bit of delay because of
Yeah.
the menuing, like
And especially like I don't know how like the like what's the word? Very nice. Like the pointer, like getting precision of like exactly where you need to go. It might not have every single possible like vertice. Oh, almost.
Well, I also mean like it's essentially the person would have to first figure out how to do it themselves as a player.
Yes, that as well.
And if they couldn't figure out how to do it themselves as a player,
Then how are they going to figure out how to do it as a computer?
well, I mean, they need to do it to get to you know save it, right? To
Yeah.
record it. So, we're still on 3 and 2 stars.
We're still on 3 and 2, and we're both climbing the mountain.
This is not surprising.
Captain Kirk is climbing the mountain. Why is he climbing the mountain?
Is this about what you expected?
Yes. And I am thrilled.
Do you remember how you did in your match of this when you had to play this?
I think I got about 5. But we also went a little longer.
Yeah, run a little longer, and also I feel like you're pretty.
I've
You're
played a lot of
very
yeah.
experienced.
I played a lot of Mario 64. I haven't speedran it or anything. I tried to speedrun it once. I was like, let me see if I can pick up Mario 64. I tried Lakitu skip about 50 times, got it once, and I'm like, I'm good.
And I also think like just it isn't the same transferable skills, but I'm sure like the knowledge of like movement and where you can kind of skip
Yes.
some things can
Yeah,
help if you can pull it off.
There are a lot of like, if you do like a triple jump here, it's like nice and fast.
Yeah.
We have made it to the top. Do not fall off.
Do not fall off.
Very nice. It is tied up. If Duchak can get a star very fast.
That's the other thing. Like, there are places where, because of just like the nature of clicking and some of the camera angles and stuff in this game, we're doing a jump where you want to have it do a jump is hard because it's just hard to
Yeah.
click in the right spot.
Yes. So there are a couple of fast stars that we could still get. Toad is not one of them. Toad, the Toad is in the basement, and there's one in the second floor. None of the ones here, unfortunately. There are none of the like really fast like secret stars.
So-
There's Princess Hyde if you want to suffer.
How are the Bowser levels?
Some are harder than others. I found the Fire Sea relatively easy. The Bowser in the Sky was pretty tough because it has a lot of moving platforms. There's a section like near the end where you're on like a thing and you have to jump and do like triple jumps over things, and it's rough. It's rough, buddy. Okay, we are going back into here. How much time do we have left? Oh, I see.
We have about 15 minutes left. And I'm gonna do another call for, is Matthew Richard here yet? Matthew Richard.
Matthew Richard.
Your match is scheduled to be in 10 minutes.
I will do my announcer voice. He's playing the duck game. Okay.
Yeah, if
He
you
needs
get
to
a
be
hold
over
of
here.
him,
He needs to
please
be over
do.
here and play garbage.
Yes, we need him over here so his GM.
Okay. This is looking good. Because we got that star earlier, that means that we have access to the cannon. So can we get a nice clean shot here? Oh, and Iswell just getting... Oh, we fell! Iswell keeping his lead. Very nice.
Okay, yeah.
Oh!
4 stars is.
Oh, we're going for this one.
not in this amount of time.
There's a couple more. They still haven't gone for the chain chomp for some reason.
Yeah, the chain job wouldn't seem too bad.
Yeah, it's scarier than it seems, right?
I mean, ultimately, I feel like the fact that
Right.
you get the pause, so you can pause buffer a little bit, so you don't have to, like any of the ones that involve enemies, you don't necessarily have to worry because you can just take it slow,
Yeah.
deal with them slowly and carefully because you can just
Off
pause.
we go.
That, I'm
Yeah.
assuming that was flying.
Yeah, that was by some definitions. Mario just sitting there and just getting hit by the womp over and over again. He must be pretty depressed. Just like standing there and letting it happen. The stairs.
The stairs are just so rough.
The stairs are so rough. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Okay, so there are 2 stars right here that this cannon can get you to that are easier than many, but harder than you'd hope. Rest in peace, Mario. Mamma mia. Okay, we're going from the top this time. We're not going to try to cannon. That's probably a good idea. We'll just fly off the edge again. Okay, it's right there. We've almost tied this up. Very nice. All right, it is tied up. Israel is struggling to get to a star, and Duchok has a couple more that he has found easier ways to get to. Doing the crouch jump strat. I did this as a kid in order to get up here, so I didn't have to run the other way.
How are the crouch jumps? I mean, the crouch jumps seem easier than a lot of the other.
They are easier.
Special jumps.
And they're very good for setting up like if you don't want to over jump, like it's like a nice clean, always the same distance kind of jump.
I don't think we've mentioned this. Crouch, that's a toggle, right?
Yes. All right, are we slightly too high?
Okay, and I'm gonna do one last call out. Matthew Richard, are you here?
Matthew Richard.
Are you here? Okay, is Shrambles or Ashen? Are either of you here?
It is lunchtime.
Because those are our backups. I will see if I can get a hold of either of them. Because I actually have Discord information for. Gray is not here, so we are trying our best. Please show up for your match before your match.
Yes.
You're supposed to be here at least 30 minutes early.
Still trying to get into this little section here with the cannon. So if I were doing this, my thoughts would be 1, chain jump, 2, the Princess's Secret slide, which I would mess up over and over again and be like, no, I'm good. Very nice. Duchok getting into the lead, 5-4 now. But now Duchok is out of easier stars. Where are we going to go? The slide here also could be one. The penguin could be one if you, because technically that could be very fast. Okay, that was a nice sneak down there. Where are we going? The snow, the slipperiness. Oh my God. It's so awful. Ooh, the owl. What an interesting choice. Good luck grabbing
Please
the owl.
speak to your GM.
If you could take a step further.
A little bit more.
That way.
No, other way. Go towards the tree. Okay.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
All right, now how are we? Oh, where? Oh. Okay, we were just trying to get a sneaky way up here. Pretty sneaky, sis. Okay, we're exiting. Where are we going? What are our thoughts? What? More of this? This is so scary. Oh my God. No, stop. Oh no, Mario. I'm telling you, the moving platforms are terrible.
This is just. I would not try to do this.
I cannot believe Israel's still alive.
Israel's like, nope, not gonna
touching
happen.
that.
Cool Mountain just seems like a mistake for them to be on right now. They have like
I've been saying that
6
all my life.
minutes left,
Yep.
and they're spending it on Cool Mountain. I don't know what they have left that's.
So the chain jump, there's the slide, there's this slide is fast if you can do it. Oh, are they trying to go for? Okay. Yeah, they're trying to go for the bob-omb so that they can like get. I assume the wall kicks will work a little bit easier, but good luck with that.
I think at this point in the match,
This is another
the
one.
chain
that I would
chomp is
suggest.
probably the thing I'd be going after.
Yes, the chain chomp definitely.
Because neither of them have gotten that yet, right?
Yes, neither of them have. Neither of them even tried. This is oh, this is another good one. I think it might be the other side though. Yes, it's the other side.
What are they trying to go after? here?
This is the secret aquarium. It's another secret star.
On
This one is
dark side, yeah.
easy. It's not super fast, but it's your chances of failing are relatively slim. But if you fail, it does waste a lot of time.
I think here really what you need to go for is something that seems like it's not going to be all that much more difficult with this control scheme, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Because anything where you're gonna have to like basically learn how to do it, you just don't have the time.
You
for
don't
it.
have the time for that, yeah. Okay, we're going for the slide. Good luck.
Now, which star does Duchok have that
Get
Israel
over it.
doesn't?
So Duchok has the like using the cannon to break the wall in Fortress,
In Fortress,
and
yeah.
also has the like hidden one kind of on the side of the fortress.
Okay.
Israel has Koopa the Quick.
Okay, yeah, Duchok never.
Duchok
got
never
Koopa
went back to get
Quick.
Koopa the Quick,
I think decided it was going to be too rough and moved on.
never tried it again. Yeah.
Which that's another one that I feel like is doable.
Another one that's definitely it's very doable. Another one that's very doable is that neither of them have gotten is getting to the island in Bomb on Battlefield.
It's doable, but one of them was trying to get to the
To get to the cannon, it is
struggle.
tough. It is tough. It is doable, but it's not the best.
I just feel like if you don't know how to get into that cannon right now,
Yeah.
just don't try.
Very nice, getting another star. Very, very nice lead.
I actually-
Israel not going for the Oh my goodness.
I actually wonder
Oh my
whether the
goodness.
tunnel is easier here.
The what? Yeah, definitely.
Just straight up easier to
yeah.
deal with.
I feel like it is possible because I have done it because you can't use that for the penguin.
Yeah.
But oh man, that penguin.
Now you can.
This
can
is
you-
another one that I think is a very good choice.
Now I'm assuming if you click behind yourself a little bit, you can like slow down.
A little bit. But the problem is then Mario will keep trying to move towards that section back there and he will like turn and will slide off the slide.
Now we're entering our last 3 minutes here.
Yes. Duchok might be able to grab another quick one. Israel has
6. I missed what Israel's last one was. What did Israel just get?
Oh, Israel didn't. I think Israel hasn't gotten anything. It's been 6-4.
Not Israel. Duchok.
Duchok got.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Did Duchok get the secret aquarium secret?
Yes, it got. Yes.
Okay.
that was it.
That was quick. That was
Yes,
very
that
quick.
was quick. This one is very quick. Just gotta remember the correct combination.
It's a fixed combination, right?
It is, yeah. It's that, and then this one, I believe.
And it looks like Israel might be going for
Yes,
the chain chomp.
we're trying the chain chomp. That's the fastest one. It's also, So I like to kind of stay back there, and then I like, right as he like charges, I make a go.
And that's a 7th for Duchok.
That's a 7th. There's no way. This is fully. This is locked in for sure at this point.
I mean, this Jolly Roger Bay. I was expecting to be worse, but that was pretty easy.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's literally you just go to it, right?
Yeah. I was expecting like a little bit more difficulty swimming around because of just needing to click on stuff, but I guess
If
Jolly
you-
Roger Bay in particular has walls everywhere.
Yes. And if you're trying to do like the eel, that's tough.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
everything else is very doable, I feel.
I mean, the eel is still close to the wall, so
Yeah.
I feel like you can do it, but it's then timing a little bit.
Yeah. Slightly over. So it's a timing situation in order to ground pound on that. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. I never understood how to get this eel out of this frickin' pirate ship.
I do not know myself, honestly.
Oh, the drowning.
Well, I think it's pretty locked. It's locked up here as Duchok. As
Yep.
we're heading last handful of seconds here, and Duchok just took that real big lead at the end. Just really went on.
It was-
and found a bunch of stars that
Izul
were easy.
Izul was ahead for most of it, but then Duchok managed to get two
And
fast
that
ones.
is time.
That is time. With 7-4, Duchok wins. Thank you both for playing.
Congratulations, Duchok. So-
Duchok go, Jesus Christ.
That is the end of this match. Please hang on if you're in the audience. We'll be right back with our final match of the day.
See y'all soon.
Are we good? Okay. Hello and welcome back to Kusogrande Live for our last match of day 2. Well, day 3, day 2 of the round of 16.
Yep.
Our I am not Electa. Here with me is,
Hi, I'm Sharif.
and Sharif is giving out the game today, and it's somewhat predictable for
Yeah.
you.
I've never given out a Barbie game as long as I've been a Kuso GM, so I figured I'd break the streak now. So this is Barbie for the Nintendo Entertainment System. I'm saying Barbie is jank enough that it's worth a look in this particular tournament. Damn. It was a good run, unfortunately.
I think we can go ahead and
Yeah.
get started if our players want to put on their headphones and
Yeah, just go back to the title screen.
go back to the title screen and then. Okay,
Let's get started.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
There we go, and we're off. So, Barbie is at a mall. So the premise of the game is that Barbie is she has a very exciting day tomorrow with Ken, and she needs to get some good shut eye, some good rest to. All right. So they figured out the platform anyway. So these are her dreams. So she has 3 dreams, very structured dreams in three areas. So the first one is she's at the mall and she's trying to buy a dress for her date tomorrow. So okay. So yeah. So the basically the premise of the game is Barbie can't really interact with her surroundings. She can only really influence things by throwing these little gems, right? So A is jump and B is throw. And so Matthew's figured out that if you have the left-right charm selected, and now Hyler's figured it out as well. But
Is that the farthest you can throw the gem? Just
you can
drop
click,
it in front of you?
No, you can click and hold, and it can go
Okay,
an arbitrary amount.
Okay, because I just saw that little tiny. Oh
Yeah.
my
So
God.
if you just press A, if you press B, it'll just plop in front of you. But if you click and hold, it will
Okay.
So they're both on the second. They're now both on the second screen. Matthew's figured out that you need to feed the kitty to feed the beach balls.
And I assume that these Z's are your health.
Yes, Z's are health because
If you
you're
get
asleep.
hit too much, you wake up.
Yes. So if you run out of Z's, you wake up and it's a death. After 3 deaths, that's game over. And you start all over from the very beginning. So that's the difficulty here is figuring the game out with limited lives.
And there's no continues.
No continues
Just
at all.
3 lives.
3 lives, no continues. So we'll be tracking by furthest progress if
Yeah.
you continue.
I'm assuming this is a fairly linear game.
It's extremely linear.
Progress,
It's just left to
left to
right,
right.
and
Yep.
there's nothing else. There's like one maze level, but even the maze level is just left to right. So yeah, so basically we have these three charms in the bottom left corner. The X button like stops things, which could be useful casually.
Now-
the
Hyler spent a lot of time trying to hit that cat. Is that cat actually...
Yes.
Will it hurt you?
So the cat does not hurt you. The cat is actually the ally. And they established that earlier in the level because the cat will like run and push off health or whatever
Okay.
for you. So if you feed the cat will run and will stop that beach ball. So they're now both on the second boss basically. Or Matthew's on the second boss, which is this like disembodied dancing outfit, and you just have to hit every piece with your charms. Except the hat has to be last, which is the part that
Now,
I haven't figured out yet.
I don't know much about this game, but I do know you speedrun or have speedrun it in the
I
past.
absolutely have speedrun this along. This is one of my very, very first speedruns.
I believe you may have even have been in GDQ with it.
I raced it with Kajink at AGDQ 2020
Okay, yeah. I thought,
many, many years
yeah.
ago now. I was young and impressionable back then.
Now I don't think this is that long of a game, but I don't think we're gonna see a completion, are we?
You would have to be like a gamer. Like, if somebody does beat it, I've had a couple games beat as a Kuso GM where I was genuinely not expecting it.
Yeah.
If somebody beats this, I'm not gonna like be super surprised. You want to go back to sleep, obviously. If you wake up, it's game over. So you can always choose. Like, it's a continue yes no
Okay.
basically.
That might come in handy if they're in a situation where they take a really early death.
Early death,
and they're
just
like,
game over. That's it. You don't have to
Yeah.
reset the console. You can just do that. But yeah, but like a speed run is like 12, 13 minutes. So if you get really good at the game, you can like blitz through it in 15 minutes. So if they get more and more confident in their early levels, they can definitely. So they've both taken a death at this point.
Now, as far as, is there really like a level structure, or is it just like you're just in these like different backgrounds, these different areas?
No, there are level structures. So basically, there are three worlds. This is the mall world. There's the beach world, and then there's the diner world. And each world has like a set of sub-worlds inside of them. So basically, so now they've both defeated like the dressing room or the dress area, and now they're in the Galleria. So this is like the fountain level.
Okay.
To me, this is the first big gate. Is figuring out the cadence on how to avoid all of these like jumping whatever, all of these like these like spouts of water. All the water does is damage to you because water is very harmful.
Yeah.
Matthew found like there's a lot of secrets in this game to find if you're just willing to look around. And one of the things, if you press down like in certain spots, you get stuff that like pops out. And so Matthew found invincibility. There's those little bees are invincibility, so you're just invincible for a little while. Hyler has found one as well.
Yeah, we all know water's bad. Water's bad for you. We all drink soda and energy drinks instead, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We're gamers.
No real water, no actual water. Plain water, ugh.
Please hydrate.
Ugh, yes.
I very rarely drink anything that's not water these days.
Yeah.
Please hydrate.
Hydrating is important.
These are jokes.
We do very much subsist on caffeine during this week, but yes. Yeah, so this is the part where things get very interesting, is when we have the fish and the spouts of water sort of combining. So honestly, just sort of inching forward like this is not like a terrible idea in terms of like what to do. Just like slowly inch forward and figure out the patterns, because this is all just pattern recognition. But if you do like, if you play this game like long enough, there is like a pattern where you can just hit right, and just like if you time it right, you'll just hit right and everything will just go around you like it's magic. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like almost angry about it.
I just think it's nice that this fish still has jobs in video games, since
Yeah.
we saw it in our second match as well.
Yeah, that's right.
It was the pro tag of our second match. You know, going from being an enemy to a pro tag, really good career.
Really moved up in the world, absolutely. Yeah, the fish only up game, that was very interesting. So yeah, so they're trying to figure out like what do you do with this bee? You press down.
Okay. And what is the bee?
Bee
a
for
life?
B for
Is
Barbie.
it
So
just
it'll
give
spit
you
out.
everything?
So certain B like tiles, if you press down on them, they will spit something out.
Okay.
Health, invincibility, those two things. Sometimes just stuff for points.
Are there like extra lives at all?
There
in
are
this?
no lives, so you can just get health. There's like you can get up to 9 health.
So no matter what, 3 lives per continue
3
per
lives,
attempt.
3 lives.
Nothing.
Nothing
No,
else.
no other ways of getting
And
more. Okay.
there you go. And so Hyler just died.
And there's nothing that tells you how many like attempts you get. Like
Nope. It just what will happen is there if you saw that game over screen, it says like, should I go to sleep?
yeah.
Should I wake up? And then the third time it happens, it'll goes like, I'm awake. And then
Okay.
it
It
goes
just
to title
doesn't give you
screen.
the option.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, so Hyler is on the waterfall stage. In the speed run, we want 7 health coming into the stage so we can just tank all of these hits. Otherwise, you just have to sit and wait behind every single one of these, and it's like mind-numbing, as you can tell.
now I think this is like the third subworld of
Yes.
of
the first world.
Of the first world. Is there anything else left in Mall after this? Is this the end of Mall? or-
No, there's one more subworld.
Okay.
There's the pizza subworld.
Ah.
So yeah, so this area doesn't have a boss in it, but the third area has like a pizza boss basically.
Okay. Wait, no, the fourth area, right? Because
The fourth area, correct.
I don't remember what it was before, like the.
There was
shoe
like
store,
the there was the Galleria area, and then this is the water area. So I would consider this like this
Okay.
part of the previous world. Like so, this is like
No,
the
no.
water area, and then there's like the. Pizza
So there was
area.
like the Galleria, but then there was the area before this. Wasn't there an area before that?
The area before this. So the area before this is like the first part of the water.
Okay,
level.
so no. I mean, before the Galleria.
The Galleria is the
'cause there
beginning of
would-
the game.
Wait, what?
So yeah, there's like the shoes and then the beach balls. That's like all one area.
Okay. The shoes and the beach balls.
Yeah,
that's
and then
all
you,
one
you, you
area.
defeat the clothing, like
Okay,
the dancing
okay.
clothes. That's like one area. So now we're in the third world.
Okay.
That's pizza.
All the way up until the dancing clothes is one area.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's how I think about it. It's kind of arbitrary, but that's
Yeah,
just sort
yeah,
of how
fair,
I divided
fair.
it up in my brain. So they're both. I mean, they've actually made pretty good progress. So there you go. So Matthew's game over.
Are these just rolling pizzas?
Yes. It'll be very clear why. That red toucan has a horrendous hitbox. It's actually 3 pixels wide. We did the math on it.
I would question how rolling food could hurt someone, but I've heard of that festival in some random town in England where they chase cheese down a
Yeah, cheese down
and
the hill.
people get hurt in
Yeah.
that. So I understand how that could hurt you. Actually.
Barbie's afraid of complex carbohydrates in pizza. That's the joke we usually make. So this is the second boss. This is the pizza boss. It's basically like a pizza dough maker that's like tossing pizza dough at you or something.
And you're like standing on floating pizza boxes. Or?
I'm not sure what I like floating pizza boxes as what these platforms are.
I would say like pizza, like the paddles they use to like bring
The
them in
peels,
and out.
yeah, the peels.
But they don't have
They have
handles.
the handles. Yeah, I think pizza boxes work. So that's the first world done for Hyler. So this is so you get a very beautiful unskippable cutscene here. So there's 3 worlds and you basically get 3 pieces of clothing.
Yep. Okay.
So the first piece of clothing you get is the dress.
Now, when you finish a world like this, I'm assuming, like everything stays the way it was as far as like your amount of health.
No,
all
yeah,
that?
health carries over,
Health
everything
carries
carries over.
Okay. There's no like,
Time to go to the beach.
you don't get like a refresh on your health in
Nope.
the
You
new
just-
level.
Nope.
you just-
There it is. Still off 4 health. Yeah. No live refresh. No health refresh.
Oh,
This is actually.
we're underwater now.
We're
have-
literally a mermaid. So when she says time to go to the beach, she actually meant time to be a mermaid
Okay.
and solve this very complex coral
Is this
maze.
entire world being a mermaid?
Absolutely.
And just underwater
100%.
swimming levels?
Yep. This is the shortest world of the 3.
How does the swimming feel?
Not terrible. It's a little slidey. It's a little slip slidey, and her hitbox is not very obvious. Basically, her head and her tail have no hitbox.
Oh,
It's
well,
just her
this-
torso that has a hitbox, and you can mash. So you can mash up to 8 hits, like 8 presses a second. Basically, is the cap. So yeah, so there's a whole bunch of secrets and stuff. So if you use your gems on these friends, you can. So like had Hyler waited there, that seahorse would have like grabbed a health basically and brought it back.
Overall, does this control pretty well? Not very well.
It's pretty floaty. That's like the primary complaint, and I have to agree with that.
Okay.
Barbie's pretty floaty. She's also pretty like slow, I think is the other big thing. So like her movement speed is really slow, and she's a little slippy and floaty, but it's not terrible. You can get used to it pretty quick.
What would you like? What's the main challenge then? Is it just
Not
how
dying.
much that? But is it just like how many obstacles there are that's going to kill you? And
Yeah, it's literally it's just like a
avoiding
pretty.
all of them.
When it gets down to it, it's like a pretty straightforward platformer.
Okay.
You just kind of you got to figure out like the premise of the game, which is like using your like finding secrets and using your gems to like affect the environments so that you don't get hit by everything.
Now, is most stuff pretty just like on cycles and like
Yeah.
fixed patterns, or is there quite?
There's
a bit
no
of-
RNG.
uh,
There's no RNG in
at
the
all.
whole game at all. No.
Okay.
So if you do the same thing, the game will behave the same way every
Okay.
time. Okay, so they found a secret area there. I think this is an area only with points in it, so it's not actually useful. But there are other secret areas. We've already skipped through a couple of them where you get extra health actually. So some of these rooms will have like 4 or 5 pieces of health, and you can totally refill basically.
But I take it that the fact that there's limited RNG, then I think I would expect that our players, even though they almost certainly will get some game overs here,
I think they'll get used to it,
That
and they'll
they
be able to do
will-
it faster and
yeah.
faster and faster. That's why I wouldn't be super shocked if there were clear.
but also they definitely should. Would expect them to get into these later levels with more health and more.
Yeah, every time you'll
Yeah.
have more health, you'll have more lives, and so you'll have more like a forgiving thing. So this is the Jaws jellyfish. If it shows up on screen, there's nothing you could do but tank the hit. You just have to tank the hit, and that's it.
So
Until it disappears. So that's like your little timer. So if you don't, so make sure you don't goof around in this level too much, basically.
no RNG. That also does that also count for like the pizza boss and?
So there might be little bits of RNG there, but
Okay.
but reacting to it isn't difficult enough
Yeah.
that it matters, right? So like, yes, maybe the
The
pattern
pattern
which
on
it
the
spits out
fire.
is a little bit RNG, but you can just kind of figure it
Well,
out.
like all these enemies are in the same spot. They move the same
Yeah.
way every time.
Fun fact about these turtles, they don't hurt you, so it doesn't matter.
What? Why are they there?
Because they hurt you in the DOS version.
Okay.
I should have given out the DOS version.
Yeah. Why were you nice to them?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be nice to them. Didn't you hear I gave out pears and gray wits yesterday? We're
I
supposed
remember.
to be mean.
I remember. Oh man, pears, what a game. So this is a strange level, the one that Hyler's on. It's also a maze, but you can't see the maze. There's basically like these like currents that basically prevent you from progressing, more or less. And so he's kind of just like stuck. That's what's
So
happening. Yeah.
it's an invisible maze.
It's an invisible maze, effectively. Basically, you get pushed in directions. It's not like extremely clear why. So you just gotta kind of.
Can you push past the currents at all, or do you just have
You
to
have.
find the-
There are like weak spots in the current
Okay.
where like the wall isn't, basically.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it can also like push you. You can see like he's getting pushed like in a circle because there's basically like a current. You can kind of see like it's following like that little like wind sprite basically.
I just wasn't sure if there's anywhere where you can like get past the current where you're not actually supposed to be able to get past it.
You
or-
can mash that particular area. You can mash past it if you're at the top.
Okay.
So this is the dolphin. Say hi to the dolphin, everybody.
Is the dolphin an ally?
The dolphin is an ally. Got to figure out how to use him though. There we go. So basically, you need to throw a gem at the dolphin so it can grab you and take you past that like.
Okay.
And so this is the boss. This is actually the only boss of this world.
Interesting, and it's this. I'm assuming this is pretty early on in as well.
This is it. This is the shortest world. The third world is the
Oh,
longest.
this is the end of this wall.
Yes. So he's on World 3 already.
Oh, wow.
Don't worry, it gets way harder. Harder is it's a relative term.
Well, yeah, well, World 3 is the last world, right?
Yes,
You said
it
there's
is.
3 worlds.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's making
I
very good
do
progress.
think Hyler has lost
two
lives
Yeah,
already.
Yeah,
So I don't think we're at risk of Hyler just winning this
In like
the
in 20
first-
minutes
yeah.
or whatever, yeah, maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. That's always a risk with a game that's like short, right? Where you're betting on death.
Yeah, you-
'cause if
you-
somebody doesn't die, they just finish in like 25 minutes.
But normally you don't expect people to like a lot of the, especially like games like this, you just don't expect people to just immediately
Yeah, figure it out.
know what to do.
Like take to it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, because a lot of these, this is absolutely in that style of game where most of the gameplay is memorizing what
Yeah,
you need to
what
do,
thi-
memorizing
yeah,
the
where
levels
things
and
are,
whatnot.
Yeah.
And so the expectation is the first time you're going to die to things just because you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, and what to do. It's not
Yeah.
always obvious. He's figured out what to do very quickly there. So basically, if you use the question mark charm on like any of the food items, they'll basically spit something out. Yes, the T does hurt you there. Also. I'm very curious to see if they actually do beat this very quickly.
So
If it
this-
happens, it happens. Huh?
There's the 3 different charms. There's the one you throw. There's the question mark we just discussed that you
Yes,
use
the
on-
question mark kind of does things. So basically,
Yeah.
if you like, it'll do like some specialized like action. The left-right block will basically turn stationary things, specific stationary things, into like moving platforms.
Okay.
And then the X will like it'll do the opposite of the left-right, which is it will take stationary things and stop it.
Okay. So it's like a stop. It's like a pause.
Yeah, this level has a lot of health, so even though you're gonna take a lot of hits, you will also be able to farm some health.
I mean, even with that, they're only at 2 health and on the last line.
Yeah.
This is gonna be precarious. I
a
mean,
little bit.
I'd be very impressed if they don't.
Yeah.
Is this a pretty long world?
Yes, this is the longest world of the game. So there's this area, there's the next area with the soda fountain boss, then there's the burger area, and then there's the milkshake boss, and then there's the jukebox area.
And is there a final boss at?
Yes,
at
there
the
is a final boss at the
Okay.
end that is very hard to parse what's happening.
Okay.
Actually.
So probably even if they got to that, they're not doing it on 2 health. Obviously.
I would not bet on it. They did figure out how to get through that soda area, which is basically use the left right charm to make the use the left right charm to make the burger move instead of spit out its patty in the wrong direction. Doing this area fast in the speedruns are very annoying.
Honestly, I am very impressed. Like
This is actually it's a very good blind play, I would say.
both of these players are just, have not game. I don't think we've seen a single game over, have we?
No, Matthew did game over once.
Matthew did game over. Okay.
Like right around where he is now.
Okay. That makes sense. I thought Matthew was just not like
Was
just
progressing
getting
a little
stuck
slower.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And we have 30 minutes left in the match. So 20 minutes passed. We've already seen the last world. That's pretty quick.
That's very fast. They got through the first the first big gate pretty quickly. We'll see how they get through the second big gate.
what would you call the second big game?
So it's the jukebox level.
Okay.
So basically you're inside of a jukebox and you have these musical note platforms. And they're pretty small and it's pretty precise, and sometimes you need to. So Barbie has momentum physics. You will jump if you're moving. You will jump farther than if you're stationary. So unless you really know how to use those momentum physics really well, my guess is that you'll fall. And if you fall, you get taken back to the beginning of the stage. And there's also other things trying to hit you. So you can definitely get stuck. I'm sorry about that. So you'll get stuck just going back to the beginning of the stage and then doing it again and then falling, and then there's these coin enemies that hit you and stuff. So that's just how that goes. Yeah, this is the little soda guy trying to figure out how to get over. There is a way to do it. He's doing the right thing, unbeknownst to him. Now it's too far. we gotta bring it back on the other side. And now do it again. All right, here we go. There. Oh. So Matthew's onto the pizza portion, so should be in pretty good shape to get to the water world. This area is actually very annoying to get right. There you go. Ooh, yeah, see? So you need to know to use. So this is where it's teaching you kind of momentum jumping here.
So you mentioned the third world. There's like a it's like food.
It's like
what
three
is,
big.
like food themed.
Yeah,
like
it's
a restaurant.
yeah. You're in a
type thing?
diner. You're in a diner.
You're in a diner. Okay.
So yeah. So there's soda, there's burgers, and there's music.
Hyler was struggling there to get over those plates.
Yeah,
to,
so
like,
this is teaching you momentum jumps basically. So that the platform on the left, it has just enough space for you to like run up and jump, and if you don't use all of that space, you just fall basically.
Okay.
So this is the soda boss. So this is the first of 3 bosses in this world. So you need to, yes, he has the right idea. Basically, you need to turn off all of the spouts. Unfortunately, that left spout has to be last. Much like the closed boss, the hat has to be last.
No, is it just it has to be last? Everything else can be whatever order.
Yep, that's the only rule. One health. Now on to burger.
That type of thing is always a little bit mean because it's like, how are you like? You could just hit, especially when it's the left order, you could hit that a bunch and just assume
Right,
that's not what you're supposed to do.
And that's game over for Hyler right there on the very first burger. So
I mean, still all the way to
outstanding progress for a
that
first
soda
health.
boss and through the soda boss with one
With
health.
one health, yeah, that was very precarious. That was very good progress, but yeah. So now they both know kind of what to expect. Oh well, Hyler knows what to expect in the next, the first 2 worlds plus the first part of the third world.
Yeah.
So this is Matthew's first time past the first world.
First world, yeah.
So he gets to enjoy the beauty of the coral maze. But yeah, I suspect Hyler will make very quick progress to try to get back to the third world.
I mean, and that was about like half our match time, so you make any faster progress than that back, you're gonna get back in time.
Yeah.
Like,
I am hopeful that we will see the jukebox because it is an extremely mean level.
yeah. I mean, this is gonna be telling though how much of the levels do they remember?
Yes, that is true.
Um.
All right. Oh, that jellyfish is not a friend. There you go. So that's the Jaws jellyfish. It has its own. It's the only thing in the game with its own theme song. And it goes babum, babum, babum.
Although I will say a lot of the like actual like knowledge gates, I don't feel like took Hyler super long. Like,
No, I feel like he took to it really fast. Like there was a lot of good intuition there.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that's like really unintuitive, but you have to really understand.
But like
the gems, like a lot of people don't get how the gems
Just the
work very quickly.
Because there's like making sure the dolphin, like the thing with the dolphin.
That's another one. That's
Figuring
like
out this with the cat, even like.
Yeah, some people try to hit the little area in front, and like it's not super clear. But the game teaches you everything you need to know. You just have to be paying attention.
Yeah. And then I think there was another thing you mentioned. Oh, with the milkshakes that you hitting them with the question mark.
Yeah. Yeah, so so you have to kind of experiment with what question mark does. But yeah, you can see like for example you feed the kitty cat, he gives you a health.
Gives you a health, yeah.
And you can feed the doggy here to remove one. Like so that little whatever that is not avoidable unless you feed the dog to remove it. There you go.
Interesting.
You can actually avoid the second one pretty easily.
Yeah, but like a lot of these things, I feel like Hyler figured them out very quickly the first time.
So fun fact right here, if he turned back left and went into that little area, there's a secret area with 4 health in it, which is super useful for like casual playthroughs.
I think
it's not useful.
The big thing is going to be how much does Hyler remember how to get through the invisible wall maze?
Yes,
the current
for sure.
maze.
And this area I think is as well is it's not hard to get through, but it's not easy to get through without taking tons and tons of damage.
I mean, Hyler has been
So far, he's been
preventing
very
a lot
good.
of damage. Yeah. Still taking some damage. I mean, it seems like there's just a lot of easy ways to take damage.
Yeah, it's just easy to be careless. So he's actually being very careful here, which is like absolutely the right move. There are secret areas in this level as well.
What are the secret levels for? Like,
so the secret areas are almost always to give you health or points. In this level, it actually like shoots. So like you saw those like pillars with the little like drops of water. So if you press down on one of the first two, it'll actually like teleport you to the last one and skip a bunch of the level. So we
Interesting.
actually use it in the that's the
Yeah.
one secret we use in the speed run, and it also gives you 4 health. And so in the speed run, the health route is like the most important thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Is there like much like I'm assuming there's a lot of like intentional damage to just like
absolutely.
not wait for cycles and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, absolutely. So it's basically the whole game is like routed to within an inch of its life, basically health wise. And if you take like an unintentional hit, like an unexpected hit, then you basically have backups. Like, oh, I can find a backup health, and it will cost me a third of a second, or it'll cost me a second.
Yeah.
You have to decide whether it's worth resetting over or not.
Well, because it also seems like there's some healths that like
Matthew cannot escape death here, unfortunately. He will die.
some health pickups that are pretty straightforward and quick to get.
Yeah, they're
don't take
obvious.
much.
Yeah, and some don't. Like the ones we pick up are almost always like a minimal amount of it's like a minimal amount of time. Like it's either on in our way, like it's either on the way, or he figured out the secret door there to get to the health. So instead of taking the damage from the jellyfish, he actually got an extra health. But yeah, so usually we route things that are not out of our way, essentially.
Well, Hyler's taking quite a bit of damage here at the end of this.
That's why it's like, even though he knows it, getting through that area without taking damage is like extremely difficult.
Still got through it without taking a death, and I think by this point Hyler had taken a death.
Had taken 2, yeah.
Hey,
He got through the.
He'd already taken 2 by this point.
Yes.
Okay.
So he got through this, all of this, and all of the water level, and the entire first part without taking a single death.
Honestly, I think Hyler, depending on how well he does with the areas they haven't seen, they could complete this still.
That's all. I did say at the beginning that it is completable in an hour blind by like a good player.
I just think
A strong platform player. is maybe a better way to describe it.
still not something you necessarily expect.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd be happy.
It would be.
Speedrun Barbie NES, everybody. Do it. I'm staring at you guys.
They can't hear you.
No, them in the audience.
Oh, in the audience, they can hear you.
No, that'd be weird if they could hear us when I'm just giving away all the secrets of the game. That'd be very unfortunate.
No, that would be very unfortunate. No, that was Prayers and Grey Witches.
There you
so.
go. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But even then, even if you know what to do, doing it is impossible.
Yeah, good
That's
luck.
a different thing.
Good luck. I'll give you a walkthrough on how to play it. Good luck.
Yeah. Here's where to go. Figure out how to do it.
Here's Arthur Blues' entire speed run.
Yeah,
You
right.
can have it running while you're playing. It's not gonna help you.
Yeah. So we've Hyler at 1 HP in a dream, and Matthew's actually recovered a whole bunch of health, so he's back up to 5 health. And figuring out this area is very strange, as you can see. It's a little bit weird to like parse what's actually happening.
Yeah, I mean,
Truthfully, no one really knows what's happening. But yeah, now he's at Dawson.
has anyone like mapped out the currents, mapped out the walls?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
we have an optimal path through the level. Yes.
Okay.
So you basically start low, go high, and that's literally it.
Okay,
So
okay. You have an
can-
optimal path, but like, do you actually know where all the walls, like all the
So
full thing, or
we
just
ha-
like
so
the
yes.
way you get through?
So
it?
there's two. There are those tasks in the game. So the
Okay.
tasks did figure out where everything is. I'm sure there's a map somewhere. I am not aware of it.
Okay, okay.
But we have with it among the like everybody in the Barbie NES community, and there are like 30, 40 runs on the board. Like we have enough information. Like we know everything.
No, everything, yeah.
So this is a very interesting trying to figure out what to do in this level. On this boss, Hyler figured out fast enough that I didn't have time to talk about it. But basically, so there's this giant jellyfish, and the king and queen crab are locked away. So all you got to do is hit the lock, and that's it.
Yeah.
You hit the lock 3 times. He almost had it there, but
Now, do you have to hit the lock with any one of them, or
any
a
one of
specific
them.
one?
Any one of them. With the bosses, any of them always hurt.
Yeah, I think has Matthew hit it once accidentally?
No, he almost
Okay.
did, but then you can only have one gem on screen. So you basically, if you
And
throw
you
a new
threw
gem, the
another
first
gem.
one despawns. So you threw it just before it was gonna hit the lock.
So Hyler is also now
In
going
the water
into
level,
the
yeah,
water level?
very quickly.
And did not
Did not take a death.
take a death. You can't feed the crabs. You gotta feed the lock.
I'm actually unsure. So in the Game Boy version, you can kill. Oh, he's figured it out.
Yeah. I think that may have been an accidental hit of the lock, but the second
That's
the
how everyone
lock
figures it.
moved,
You're like, oh, okay, that's something.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
just looking for something, right?
Yeah.
In the Game Boy version, you can hit the crabs and kill them, but it takes many more hits. And it's the same 3 hits to the lock. So shout out to Barbie Game Girl on Game Boy. Also a fun run.
How different is the DOS version of this?
It's just like this. Like the DOS version of this is just this, but a lot meaner. So the levels are more or less the same, like, and the order is about the same, but like everything's just a little bit wrong and a little bit like faster and harder to avoid. So it's just very hard to not take, like, we have a tried and true way to avoid taking hits in the level with like the fish and stuff, and that doesn't exist in the DOS version.
Are there any other versions besides the DOS and the NES?
For this game, no.
Okay.
The Game Boy port is like similar, but it's still pretty
different, yeah.
still pretty different.
That's
There's, like,
very common in this area.
Yeah.
Era that like. It's hard to do a one-to-one
Yeah.
port to a Game Boy.
Yeah, so it
Oh.
has like some of the levels in this game, and then some of them are just like, it's the same concept. Like there's a toy store, but it's like a moving platform situation. And then there's a whole new final boss, basically.
But there was like no Sega Master System or anything like that?
No, this is just NES. Yeah, that's, and then after that, there was the Genesis Super Nintendo era had Barbie Supermodel. That's like the big one, which I think like 11 people have a tied world record, which is just the TAS time.
And then I know a lot of the later ones were just like
They're
nonsense minigame
yeah. There's a lot of
stuff.
there's a lot of mini game collections. Barbie Fashion Pack. Shout out to
Yeah.
Barbie Fashion Pack. There's a lot of speedruns in that. Not a lot. There's some speedruns on that board as well. But yeah, there's like a surprisingly vibrant Barbie community in speedrunning. There's a Discord, a Barbie speedrunning Discord with like 200 plus people in it. And everyone's welcome, whether you're a speedrunner or not. There's also just like collectors in there, and then we just talk about collecting Barbie games and that kind of stuff. We also like have resources. So like if you played like those PC Barbie games when you were a kid on like Windows 98 or Windows 95, we have resources to get that running on a modern machine.
Were there ever any official Flash Barbie games?
Yes, tons and tons and tons of them.
Because that just feels like a thing that, as someone that was big into Flash, that just seems like a thing
Yes.
that
Your instinct is
that they would
absolutely
do. Because a lot of those like children-targeted brands
Yep.
did a
Mattel had-
ton of just quick Flash.
If you look on
Garbage.
If you look on the way back, 15 minutes. All right, yeah.
Yeah,
I
15 minutes left.
still not impossible to complete for Hyler for sure.
I mean, Hyler's getting close, right? Because it's just this, then the.
So there's 2 screens to get to the soda boss after this.
Yeah, but to get back to the third wall for Hyler.
Yeah, it's literally
this
going in.
and-
It's just feeding the dolphin and defeating the bosses
Yeah.
in the third world.
And still no loss of.
Not to my knowledge.
No. Maybe. 'Cause
even
the health.
even one death,
Yeah, even one death is not bad.
But you get a lot of health if you don't die in this level.
You get a lot of
You get a
health
lot
back.
of health coming out.
Okay.
So so even then, at this point, health is less of like lives is less of a problem. Time is going to be the problem here.
Well, I think they left the last world with 1 health, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
not
So
sure.
So if they didn't,
Could they
if
have
didn't-
picked up 3 health in this level
Absolutely,
without losing
it
any?
is absolutely
Okay.
possible. If you're really careful, you can do it. But I would be. I mean, either way, they're not at any risk of game overing, like soon,
Yeah.
which is
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically the Discord is organized in like a specific set. So we have like the 2D platformers, we have the 3D platformers, we have the mini game collections, we have the point and click adventures, and then we have one like channel group that's just called Flash Shovelware, and it's very long and there's lots of stuff.
Yeah.
And it like spans all genres. There's like horse games and bike riding games and roller skating games.
I'm going to assume there's more Flash Shovelware than anything else combined.
Correct. We do not have channels for all of them because some of them are abandonware, some of them are lost media,
Yeah.
some of them are like really without merit and no
mean-
one wants to play it. But anybody who wants to play a Flash game, we're happy to open up an SRC like board for it, and we're happy to add a channel for it.
Lost media for Flash is
That's
I mean,
one of the
too big of a problem now because
it's sad.
I fully understand why Flash had to go because there
There was a lot of problems.
were a lot of
genuine
there were a lot of
problems.
genuine problems that really were serious security problems and should not. It shouldn't be used anymore, but the loss of so much media. I know there's been a lot of effort to save it, and I've been so thankful to preservationists.
Yeah, so Flashpoint is an excellent resource, and Flashpoint has like a good number of Barbie games on it.
But they just couldn't save everything. I
Yeah.
mean, some of the stuff was lost even before that because it was just on a website.
They would get
Yeah.
So if you go onto the Wayback Machine onto Mattel's website, you can see the list of games at different points
and
in
it
time, and they do
changes.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I think some of the other, I think Cartoon Network had a changing
Yes,
list of games.
absolutely.
I think Disney probably even did a bunch of them. Like they would just come and go,
Mm-hmm.
and they took it down. If no one thought to preserve it at the time, it's just gone. And especially now, it's really just gone. I mean,
So
Matthew
Hyler's like
Richard
blitzing.
is
So they're on the same level.
yeah.
And so Hyler's like blitzing through this because
Yeah.
this is the thing they remember. Like they
They
remember,
remember
the
the
most,
platforming,
right?
Because this is, I feel like, it's the first place where there's actually like some tricky platforming. to
Yes, yeah. This is where you're supposed to like put everything together. So you have to like put in all the stuff that they've taught you earlier in the game, plus the things that they're teaching you like earlier in this level, and like put it all together. Yeah. So the third spout hadn't spawned yet, so that's why that looked strange. But yeah, so now you put it. So now Matthew is on the soda boss, and Hyler's not too far behind. Of course, Hyler's
Got the knowledge.
yes, and their furthest progress is just past this boss to the very first like burger on the next stage, which is where they.
And I haven't been paying that closely attention to Matthew the whole time because Hyler. We've been paying a lot of attention to Hyler
because
Hyler's been making
they
good
made
progress.
a lot of progress
Yeah.
quickly.
So I'm not 100% sure how many lives Matthew has.
Correct. Yeah, I definitely saw at least one death at some point, but I do not know if there was two.
Matthew's really trying hard to hit
that
this
left
left
one.
one, and you just can't.
It's got to go last.
But there's just nothing that tells you it's got to go last.
So
Like,
the speed strat here is very interesting because there's this like you see that screen transition when the boss like transitions like onto the stage, and you don't have full control of Barbie, but if you jump into the thing, you can still throw a gem, and if you're mid jump and you throw it with a high enough arc, you can hit the first two faucets while the screen is transitioning, and then you hit the next two faucets, and then so it's like a really quick fight if you do it right.
Hyler's caught up here.
Oh, it's a little higher, Matthew. Come on, a little higher. Come on, you can do it. There it is. All right, so they're through.
Hyler did catch up though, and Hyler's
Yeah, so they're
right
exactly
neck
on the
and
same
neck.
screen now. So this is it. So this is going to be like, this is going to be max. So they have both the exact same amount of progress at this point.
Yeah, this is.
So this actually ended up being
incredibly
very
close.
interesting, just by virtue of like the limited continues. So they have like the exact same.
Interesting. Even though Hyler hasn't seen this, Hyler is not afraid to just
Go
push,
for it.
Go quick.
I think they kind of figured out like how this game works,
Yeah.
like in a more instinctive level. So they kind of know like, yeah, that spoon that's gonna just launch me over. It's
And they also might be aware that they haven't. I don't think they've lost a life. If they have, they've lost one.
yeah, maybe.
They're probably aware they can afford to take some damage.
Absolutely, because you just get reset to the beginning of the screen on
Yeah.
a regular death. So these fun fact, these fries are the exact same pattern as the fish from the fish level. So if you recognize that, you can do the exact same thing and it will work.
Interesting. So it's a fish fry.
It's a. I'm not even mad. It's beautiful.
I've made way too many fish puns today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a fish-heavy day. I apologize. I apologize for my contribution. So that was a game over for Matthew. So that's probably going to be it. In
Yeah,
terms of,
that. Yeah, because Hyler's already ahead.
Yep.
I
I
think there's still 8.5 minutes left. So Hyler
with like if Hyler could beat
still
the game,
get close to
yeah.
the end at least.
So this is the second to last boss. There's basically
Okay.
3 screens left in the game. This screen, jukebox, final boss.
So it's really going to come down to how well can Hyler do
The
on
jukebox. Yes, agreed.
And then obviously the final boss, but it sounds like Jukebox is going to be the bigger one.
Jukebox is gonna be like the time sink. The final
Okay.
boss, figuring out how to be the final boss is like extremely unclear. It's the one thing that this game doesn't really like
Doesn't
telegraph
hint at,
well.
yeah.
So Hyler kind of understands the premise of this. These shakes that come in basically stun you and basically make you fall through platforms.
That is a death,
That's a
but
death,
still
but-
has at least one life.
And
And
so he gets to go back to they get to go back to thick shakes.
I think I actually might have two because I just noticed that when you die, you lose all your points, and they were up to like
A lot. It was a very
a
high score.
ton.
So I'm guessing that was the first death. I think I agree with that.
I think it was like 40,000 or 400,000,
Yeah.
whatever. It was a ridiculous number.
Yeah, so the speed run in this level just comes in with 3 health and then basically just gets as close to these mounds of ice cream as possible and then just tanks the one hit. But you can do it quick enough that you only see one of these thick shakes.
So, are you trying to hit the cherries before they get?
No, so the cherries are just projectiles that you need to avoid. You're hitting the mounds of ice cream.
You just hit them out.
Yeah, and it's like 4 times each.
Okay. It doesn't matter when you hit the mound if it's in the process.
Nope.
Of throwing
Yeah,
the
it does
cherry,
not matter.
Doesn't, okay.
You're just avoiding the cherries and you're avoiding the shakes and you're basically jumping when the shake hits the ground and like the whole screen shakes like that.
Yeah, because I was mostly seeing them hit them when it's about to shoot a cherry, and I wasn't sure if that's just because it's safer
Mm-hmm.
or. And do you have to hit like the middle of the mound? 'Cause
Yes.
I've seen
yes.
them like
so
clip the mound.
There
and
is
it doesn't
basically
count.
like a width. There's a width that actually like has the hitbox, and it's like
Okay.
the middle of the mound. So if you hit the side of it, it will not work. You gotta hit like the middle of it. So in the speedrun, you just gotta get right up on it, and then you just kind of toss. Very
Do you
quickly.
like still come from the top, or do you just? Go
No,
from the
you
bottom?
just go at the bottom, and then you just mash B.
You just
'Cause
mash.
You just drop it in as quickly as possible. It's a very fast boss, actually. Ooh.
Ooh,
One more
so
death.
close, but does
One more.
Oh, yep, one more. So yeah, they had not lost any lives
That's
and made it
correct.
all the way back here. Such
Genuinely impressive, actually.
yeah, really good gameplay. Like you said, it's not a long game, but like any
the
game,
limited continue is
any game with limited continues, figuring out how to get through it this quickly is not easy. Because this is only second attempt. Like
Yep. All right.
there were probably not a lot of people who beat this on a first attempt or a second attempt. Like
Yeah, no. Yeah, the fastest I've seen someone beat this is like an hour,
yeah,
maybe something like that.
blind, yeah.
Yeah, it's usually like on the second try or maybe the third try if they're very fast. So, no, yeah. So now it's a mix of like making sure to jump when they see the shake, and then making sure to jump away when the cherry spawns.
So, you said the strat is to go to the bottom. So I'm assuming it's full height of.
Yes,
That
you can hit
damage
the you can hit the bottom of
Okay.
the mound.
It's not you have to hit the top. It's just you have to hit within a certain left to right
Yes,
range.
exactly. So Hyler's about to find out that you cannot just walk on the bottom of this. Yeah, I think they figured it out.
I think they just intuited. Yeah, that looks dangerous.
It looks dangerous, and these look like platforms. And so now this is the level. This is the infamous level in Barbie NES. It is very mean, and the hitboxes on there are horrific. Okay, so that's frame perfect.
Oh, and it
5
sends
minutes.
you 5 minutes. So
So
5
it sends you.
minutes
So
left.
if you hit that part of the stage, it's a spinning disc. It sends you to the beginning of the stage.
Yep, it sends you back, and it does damage.
No,
No.
there's no damage.
Just
That
sends you
flashing,
back. Okay,
it actually
okay.
it gives you iframe, so you can't get hurt while you're getting transported back to the beginning of the level because these
nice
these
of them.
coins, but these coins do damage.
Okay.
So it's basically like chip damage. It like chips away at your self-esteem, and then if you try to rush, then these coins will hurt you.
I imagine even with a lot of practice, this is hard to
This is
do.
this is the run killer in the speed run. So you can see that little gap right there. You have to jump over that gap.
Because,
Little baby jump.
like particularly like these single width platforms.
Yeah.
These single the double notes,
Yes.
just double notes,
8 pixels wide.
seem very hard to land on.
Yeah. So 8 pixels wide. The single note they will see is 5 pixels wide.
Oh, there is a single note. There's worse notes than this.
Yes, this is the easy part of the level. This is not short, by the way. This is a pretty long part of the level.
This doesn't look easy.
No. But
this
yeah,
part.
doing this
Oh.
optimally takes like 40 seconds. So there's that half baby note, 5 pixels wide. The problem is that the 5 pixels don't match what you see on screen. They're like a little. Oop, I did it again. They're a little shifted to the right, so you have to kind of aim for the back of that note. Or you can just, if you have enough momentum, you can just skip it. It's called baby note skip. And like high level runs, you have to do it.
Yeah, it looks so mean. This
This is this level. That's why I'm not usually like, especially
Now-
that first try.
Is there any like, not like proper
Oh, there it is.
checkpoint, but is there any functionally a checkpoint where like there'll be a break in the
Nope.
rolling platform, or
No,
you
if
just
you-
have to get to the end of the
Yeah,
screen?
if you fall at the very at the very back of this level, you go all the way back to the
So
beginning.
you just hit the end of screen in one go.
Yes.
That is
Oh
a
yeah.
little
So
mean.
these are moving platforms. So you can see that Hylo's getting pushed back while waiting for these coins to move. So you got to kind of shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. And then once there's a break, you gotta just jump. And if you jump too early, you will just fall.
Yeah, I think Hylo was taking this.
This is actually very good. This is very, very good progress.
think
But this is
Hylo's-
gonna fall. This guy. Yeah. If you're
Yeah.
careful, these things fall.
Ooh.
That's very good. That's very good. This is a very long jump. Okay, that's actually.
So what, do
excellent
they
work.
fall when you leave them, or just after a certain amount
No,
of
after
time?
a certain amount of time.
So Hylo was being very careful on count. Like it seemed like he stayed on the spinning platform
Yeah.
long enough to count how many
Yeah,
coins.
it's 4. It's 3, 4, and 5. That's basically the pattern here. So this is the very end of the level. There's 2 more jumps left.
But
All
like,
right,
this
excellent
is just-
job. So they're on to the final boss.
Just very wise to just count and make sure, like, just take your
6.
time.
Yeah, take your time. Don't panic. Panicking is how you end up at the bottom.
On to the final boss.
On to the final boss. It is not.
Only a minute and a half.
It is not clear how to do this. So basically, those musical notes do damage. And what you need to do is you need to get all 3 of these coins spinning at max speed at the same time.
Ah,
So you have to jump on them to like increase their speed, and then you have to go to
Okay.
the next one, and then in the time it takes, you have to come back, and you got to make sure that they're all spinning at the same time.
and I'm
It is-
assuming they slow down if you,
yes,
even if you get them to max speed, they will slow back
they
down.
will eventually slow back down. There's no like terminal state on these.
Lovely.
So it looks like Hyler has kind of figured it out. The other big thing is that the higher you jump from, the quicker it'll start spinning.
Also, the interesting thing is, I like that in the last level, the music notes were platforms. Now
They're
they
enemies.
attack you.
Yes.
Like now they're
It's usually pretty obvious what an enemy is,
Yeah.
and what a platform is, which I appreciate. This game does telegraph like its intent pretty well.
yeah. I mean, anything being thrown at you is probably going to do damage too.
Right.
Is that the full state?
This is now terminal state here. There's like a minimum, so it doesn't have to be max speed. It just has to be over some threshold.
Okay.
So they're way
but it's
well
probably
over.
worth it to get it to maximum.
Because
so
then
it
it'll take
stays
much
as
much
high
longer
as
to
possible.
slow down. Yes, 100%.
At
now
least the
that's-
first one. The next one you might want to.
So this is max speed now. You can't do better. So now you gotta just do the same thing. So if you go the strat is if you go to that top the top platform there and jump down and land directly on it, it will start spinning very fast immediately. And that's how you do it.
Oh, is
fast.
it height based?
It's absolutely height based. Yes.
That's very interesting. Well, and that's time.
That's time.
That was.
Got to the final boss.
Congratulations, Hyler. And that was our last match for the day. And the last match of round of 16. We will be back tomorrow
That's the
with
final boss.
top 8.